to Life Imaging FLA and tell him Russ Rollins the Monster sent you.
Hey, check out our sister station, Magic 107.7.
You've been hit by a smooth criminal.
Orlando's best variety of the 80s, 90s, and today. Magic 107.7.
Get up to a 30% upfront bonus to use for your retirement income, or up to 12% per year to help grow your retirement income. Whether you're in retirement or will be retiring within 10 years, Trajan Wealth can offer some of the highest guarantees in the business. I'm Jeff Jr. with Trajan Wealth, and I know no one wants to work forever. We all need to retire someday, and I know you've worked hard for your money, so now is the time to guarantee it. Take advantage of up to a 30% upfront bonus for your retirement income, or up to 12% per year for retirement income. Don't woulda, shoulda, coulda. Get up to a 30% bonus just for opening an account, or up to 12% per year for retirement income. Don't leave your retirement to chance. Retire the right way, the Trajan way, with Trajan Wealth. 407-213-0000. 407-213-0000.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. DBA in most states says Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Join Jim Colbert on the Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 689-305-2853. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 689-305-2853. That's 689-305-2853.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
You've heard of a pro tip. Here's a mo tip. After an accident, the insurance company may make you a quick offer to go away. They may also be offering you pennies on the dollar. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
International Diamond Center's most anticipated sale of the year is this weekend, Friday through Sunday. Our biggest and final store-wide event. Get up to 20% off or 3 years zero-interest financing. Getting engaged, upgrading your diamond, looking for that perfect gift? You can't miss this. IDC's best prices on all rings, all earrings, all bands, all bracelets, all fashion jewelry. Save up to 20% or get 3 years zero-interest financing. And special pricing on over 1,000 GIA-certified diamonds. Friday through Sunday only, and only at IDC. 3 Orlando locations on approved credit.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH, C-A-S-H, CASH. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Monday, November 11th, 2024. Lots to get to today. From will President Biden resign to Walmart has a new way to free locked merchandise, and is the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight rigged? Plus your calls, emails, dispatches, texts, and more. Hey there, Sabrina.
Hello.
Hello, C-Lane.
What's up?
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us what we call a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right into the studio in real time. How's everybody doing on a Monday?
Yeah, pretty good. Happy Veterans Day.
are.
Thank you for your service.
Yes, it is Veterans Day today, indeed. So for those of you who have done some actual work, who have lifted the weights for the rest of us and served in the armed forces, we appreciate that. And as an exchange, we don't get today off for some reason. I don't know why that works.
Now
but
it's time for us to do our service or something.
I guess so. Yeah, this is like they're flipping it around on us here.
Not comparable whatsoever, but here we are working.
I would say close to comparable. I would say
I
very.
would not. Sabrina
Yeah, it's
Amber
like
says no.
12 of one, a dozen of the other, or whatever. Half a dozen. What is it? What?
Army of one? I don't understand what you're
Six of one, half a dozen of
That's
the
it.
other.
That's the thing. That's the thing right there.
You made me think about it.
I didn't reach hard enough for that one. Just dropped it there on a Veterans Day. And we've got a lot for you today, of course. We'll join you with all sorts of stuff like Amy Cofell. Yes. She will be hanging out with us a little bit later on. And we'll also give your dispatches a roll here. And we'll start off like we always do with our opening clip. Let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And we go to a plane in the air. This thing was flying from Auburn to Houston, Texas. And in the course of this flight, there was a little tiny problem. You see, there was a basketball team on this plane.
Now I know which flight you're talking about.
They decided to get into a massive brawl in the middle of the flight. And
I mean, if there's a list of great places to get into a fight, I imagine that this is not on the list.
Fighting on a plane seems scary to me. I don't know why.
Such close quarters.
Yeah, and then what do you do afterwards? Because after a fight, you go like, you go over here and you go over there.
Is there only a basketball team on this flight, or are there like a lot of innocent bystanders that could just be kind of thrown in there without wanting to be?
I'm looking at the aircraft, which is a Saab 2000, and I'm thinking,
I'm sorry.
It's possible that this is, even though it's not like a smaller private jet, this looks like a plane that a team would take.
Got it. All right.
That's what it looks like to
and
me. I don't know.
like the car?
Yeah.
I did not know they made planes.
Yeah, they make some planes, and this is one of them. And the team was fighting mid-flight. Let's listen in to the air traffic control.
Yes, sir. We have got an altercation on board. We knocked to declared emergency and land. We got a bunch of basketball players fighting. The flight deck is secure. The threat level is contained for the moment. We just had, police on the ground, and we had two players that got into physical altercation, clothes were ripped, and one bloody player.
One bloody player.
Center 2681. It's kind of crazy. Were we direct, Montgomery?
He said this is kind of crazy, a little bit wild up there in the air.
You know, should have been on the plane.
Who?
A referee.
Oh, that'd been nice. Stop that right.
Do the emergency plan.
Nip it right there, right before it gets fired off.
I would. If I were the ref, I'd be like, I'm off. I'm not getting paid right now.
Let them fight. A flight carrying the number 11 Auburn basketball team was grounded shortly after takeoff on Friday after two players got into a fight on board, according to multiple reports.
A flight
This is the Associated Press. They said, we had two players that got into a physical altercation. Clothes were ripped. This is like a lady fight. What's going on here? They're ripping each other's clothes off. The Tigers were heading to Houston, where they were scheduled to play the fourth-ranked Cougars on Saturday, a game I was very excited about watching. The plane took off shortly before 3 p.m., but turned around and landed about 40 minutes later. They said there was a scuffle on board, and it was broken up before it became too serious, but they had to reroute the flight there because of these dodos fighting on this plane.
I feel like that's very serious.
Yeah, it's got to be pretty bad to do that, I would think. And they worry about what happens if these guys get fired up again. Got a bunch of big-ass athletes all swinging at each other on a plane.
Not just act like adults for a second? Separate?
I would hope so. I just usually thought that on a plane, it was, you go, when we get off, it's on. When we get off, it's on. But right now, I'm not going to fight you. We're on a plane. We're flying at 30,000 feet now.
Yeah, I think the thing that you want on your not bucket list, like you never want to have to do this, is be responsible for either an emergency landing or going back to the gate.
No, it's bad.
You know? Or delaying the flight of any kind, but definitely the first two. Like if you were at a team building exercise and it's like, they're like, everybody, we're going to go around the room and say, you tell us your name and where you're from and one unique thing about you. And you're like, oh,
I banged that guy's girlfriend.
I'm Sean Wasson from Vermont, and I caused a plane to emergency land. You've just silenced the rest of the
it's hard
activity.
to top that story. Yeah. That's like standing up and be like, my name is Sean Wasson and I'm on the no-fly list. People go, what? Wait, what did you do, man? Tell me the rest of this story, for God's sake.
I don't have time. Just one fact.
I got to tell you this. There is already a Veterans Day controversy.
Oh, great.
So let's dive in. See how we feel about this. There was an event that happened this weekend, and Michael Strahan was there. It was at the San Diego Naval Base, and it was all about the NFL action this weekend. And they're calling it a controversial act, okay? This is the controversy. You have all of the football goons out there. I know a couple of them. I see Terry Bradshaw. I see Jimmy, Cowboys coach guy. Jimmy Cowboys coach.
Sausage.
Nope, not Jimmy Sausage. That doesn't seem to work. No.
Johnson?
Jimmy Johnson. That's the guy right there. Jimmy Johnson is next to him. And then that looks like, is that the Gronk? I don't know. I think that might be.
We're going to find out, Jules.
It's the Gronk. That is the man from the Dudes on Dudes podcast, right there in the flesh. And they all have their hands over their hearts at this Veterans Day event.
Oh, but Michael Strahan, how dare he?
He did not put his in fact, his are over his crotch. That's
because he was aroused with American spirit.
That's a real sign that he doesn't like America here. The national anthem was playing. Everybody else stood with their hand over their heart. And Strahan angered fans on social media.
Oh, my God. Who cares?
When he instead stood with his hands interlocked in front of him.
It doesn't mean anything.
It means he hates America is what it means. Look at that.
It does not.
I see 4 America lovers and 1 America hater.
I would love to see the timestamps of when this was immediately being tweeted out about. Because if the song had not finished, that means your hand is not on your heart, and you are tweeting out about it to make controversy.
It was a one-handed tweet. This was certainly a one-handed tweet. Yeah. Well, you don't have to do that yet. We're not there yet. In fact, you know how you know?
How?
The Wikipedia entry is still for Twitter. I haven't changed it to X yet.
Elon.
So it's not yet fully over. It's still, by some stretches of the imagination, still Wikipedia.
The one for X is just a really long story about a letter.
Michael Strahan, hands on the crotch, not over his heart, for Veterans Day, right before Veterans Day, for an NFL broadcast. Unbelievable. With a capital B. Now, I say, and I know this is controversial on Veterans Day, that this is stupid and this is not a big deal at all. But what do you say? You let us know. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com. This is like when somebody goes, he didn't take his hat off at the baseball game.
I have witnessed that almost fight.
Good God.
Everybody becomes an instant patriot. You know?
Absolutely. And then forget that some people wear hats for a particular reason. Whether it's a bad hair day or just they're hat people or whatever it is, that doesn't mean that you're not paying any less respect than the other person.
I got to tell you, how often is it a veteran that's freaking out about this? Almost never. It's like people walk by and go, who would like to serve in the United States military? Please raise your hands. And a couple of hands go up. And then they go by and they go, who's offended by Michael Strahan not putting his hand over his heart at the national anthem?
Not American.
Everybody puts their hands up like, oh, my God, how could he do this? We all know this is not the reason why Michael Strahan is a weaselly hack, all right? The real reason why Michael Strahan is a weaselly hack was that whole back and forth between him and Chris Harrison of The Bachelor after that dumbass fake controversy that got him fired. And Michael Strahan straight dumping on Chris Harrison in the most disingenuous, weaselly way. That is what the man should be dumped on for.
For those that don't remember what you're talking about.
This was when there was this
clip?
stupid fake controversy about Chris Harrison being a bad person because he defended some contestant on the Bachelor, or it was The Bachelor. And the person was in a party photo from a plantation. And the world decided, let's go out. It was one of those stupid things where everybody's like, all right now we go for her. And Chris Harrison said, like, whoa, let's settle down a little bit. Let's not grab the pitchforks just yet. And then everybody made him apologize. And Michael Strahan clutched his pearls like a little bitch. And that's what he should be canceled for. Not really canceled, but just chastised for. That's what people should look down on him
He should be called to task for, which is what you're doing.
I mean, also, as like a black American, I feel like he can have an issue with it.
What you think? Like, just because he's a black American, his opinion on the subject matters?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. What about a racist black guy?
I don't. Is that Michael Strahan? Is what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is it's not the default that just because that's the case, their opinion matters on the subject. His whole take on that was so stupid. It was dumb, and for that, I dislike him. For this, I could not care less, and I don't really think a lot of veterans do. But if you do, let us know. Especially, all right, actually, I don't even want to hear from you if you're not a veteran and you're upset by Michael Strahan not putting his hand over his heart during the national anthem. No way. I want to hear from a veteran. If you're a veteran and you see this and you go, this is unacceptable, that's the person that I'd like to hear from. Because the other folks who aren't veterans, on this day, it seems a little tiny bit inappropriate. Yeah. We shall see. Okay, when we come back.
Stolen Valerie almost.
Just today. On every other day, it's fine. Every other day, it's fine. It is Veterans Day, so we give you a shout out for that. All right, when we come back, we'll get into some. Actually, we have more time. We'll take a quick break so we can do a longer segment here in the middle. We're going to take a break. When we come back, there's a lot that's happening in these sort of. What do we got left? About 2 months or something for the Biden administration, because we go to January 20th.
I thought you were going to say Christmas.
No, that's coming up even quicker. And Jack keeps counting down our shows for 2024. He's like, here's how many shows you have left. I'm like, all right, man. We're hacking away at these damn things. But this is until January 20th, where we have the transfer of power and somebody else steps up, in this case, Trump, to be the president. So the question is, what is Biden going to do on the way out? And there are some really interesting potential things that are floating around. Will they happen? I don't know, but it'll be fun to go over them. So let's talk about that. We'll talk about what happened at the box office. We got to talk about, and I want to put our guesses down on this. I really do. For the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight. That's this week. That's going down this week
already. So I saw that they have a new docuseries out.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the trailer, but it's definitely in the queue for the next couple days. I mean, it looks interesting.
I definitely want to watch the fight. I don't know if I'll watch that. Maybe.
I think only 3 episodes, but it's Netflix.
Okay.
They're trying to promote the big fight, obviously.
Yeah. And they've done a pretty good job. It's everywhere where I look. So I think a lot of people will tune in on Netflix and watch this and stream this fight. But I want to get everybody's guesses as to what we think is going to happen this week when that goes down. So a lot in front of us. Let's start diving into it. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
The fine woman in your smart speaker knows what you need. Really? Don't ask how. Just tell her to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a whole bunch of commotion on I-4 this morning. A lot of congestion in the Champions Gate area westbound on I-4 after World Drive. There's an accident off to the shoulder there. The off-ramp is partially blocked from I-4 westbound to Michigan Street. Watch out for an accident on Orange Blossom Trail near Weatherby Road, and just travel with caution on the roadways. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
You met with the stable boy despite your father's orders. He hoisted you onto the saddle and you wrapped your arms around him, embracing his silent strength. He lay you down amongst the wildflowers. You experienced love like never before. While you were buying dish soap. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover heart-stopping romance titles on Audible.
Morning. I'm starting my health journey with my new blender. I got 2% cash back on it with the new Cash Rewards Plus card from Navy Federal Credit Union. I got unlimited 2% cash back on these carrots, apples, bananas.
It's 6 in the morning.
Oh, I also got 2% back on these smoothie glasses.
I'm going back to bed.
Oh, yeah. I got 2% back on the mattress. Sleep tight.
You can earn unlimited 2% cash back on all purchases with the new Cash Rewards Plus card. Learn more at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Terry's Tiny Homes, Terry. Sure, as the only employee of her company, Terry was probably the front runner, but saving money getting personalized discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive, well, that gave Terry the edge. Over Terry. Terry. Keep awkwardly chanting your own name, Terry. You deserve it. Woo! Be your own Terry. See if you could save in as little as 7 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Point.
Hey, you okay? You don't normally miss those shots.
I just haven't been as regular lately, and it's making me feel sluggish.
You should try Metamucil. It's been a game changer for me. Metamucil's plant-based psyllium fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down.
Ace.
You're moving better than you were last week.
Definitely.
Metamucil keeps you moving. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Learn more at metamucil.com.
If a Lenovo computer is on your holiday list, make sure Lenovo.com is your first stop. You'll find exclusive deals on the PCs you want, like the ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 12 laptop and Legion Tower 7 Gen 8 gaming desktop. So avoid all that shopping chaos and price comparing and just go directly to the source, Lenovo.com, where PCs are up to 53% off. Score unbeatable holiday savings at Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're detecting the undetectable. Using advanced AI technology, our experts can accurately detect signals in the human voice that are indicators of coronary artery disease. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
We've all made questionable decisions in life, like that time that you frosted the tips of your hair. But hiring an attorney shouldn't be. I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and we offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee on all injury cases. If you are not completely satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit justcallmo.com. Fence
Outlet has helped our customers keep children and pets safe with quality fences for over 30 years. Now is the time to install your Fence Outlet fence. Visit fenceoutlet.com today to set up your free estimate and discover our wide selection of fencing options. License number C-10252 and C-10803.
You sailed beyond the horizon in search of an island scrubbed from every map. You battled krakens. You navigated through storms. Your spade struck the lid of a long-lost treasure chest, while you cooked up a lasagna. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover best-selling adventure stories on Audible.
Finish the year strong and refreshed for 2025 at Office Depot Office Max. Now save 25% on print services and 50% on photo products with coupon. Plus, upgrade your space with new desks, chairs, and PCs at any Office Depot or Office Max store.
The free iHeart app goes everywhere you do because it's always on your phone and ready for whatever you're in the mood for. Even better, when you plug your phone into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the app becomes part of the dash with a seamless way to listen to your favorite radio stations, the latest must-hear podcast, or a custom playlist to get you focused. And with the holidays on the horizon, the app makes the perfect shopping companion while you search for the ultimate parking spot.
There it is!
Try Apple CarPlay or Android Auto with the iHeart app today.
iHeartRadio.
New South Window Solutions. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Hey guys, shout out to Hard Rock Cafe Orlando. They brought by some burgers, delicious, and today they're thanking veterans and active military for their dedication and service all day today by offering free legendary burgers for our country's real-life heroes and legends with valid ID, plus 15% discount on food and non-alcoholic beverages for everyone in the party. It's Hard Rock Cafe Orlando. Find them at hardrock.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, CASH, C-A-S-H, CASH. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
The show that takes you from Skywall summer to Jack Rocket fall.
Says of Michael Strahan not putting his hand over his heart before Veterans Day for the national anthem. Okay, I don't like it, and I don't like it. It's extremely disrespectful, he says, especially today. Well, it didn't happen on Veterans Day. It happened right before, but, that's kind of part of the story, I guess, that, Michael Strahan around Veterans Day didn't put his hand on his heart during the national anthem. He says, I'm a veteran who happens to be dying of cancer, and thanks to the Biden administration, I'm living in my van. Welcome to America. America, the only place where you could be living in your van and streaming this show on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Man, what a time to be alive. Jane, I wish you the best. I hope you get a streak of good luck. I hope things turn around for you. And I accept your take, no matter how good or bad it is. I love when different thoughts and opinions get on the show. That's sort of the point of things around here. So join us with yours.
They said on Daily Mail that Michael Strahan breaks silence after unpatriotic, in quotes, act angered America. And all he did not apologize. He did not apologize, but he did just do like a thank you to all the veterans and active service members who courageously risk their lives to protect us every day. Your selfless service is beyond measure. This is my hero. It is also my father, and it talks about his father's service.
Oh, that's my move.
Silence broken.
That's my move. Hide behind the fact that your dad served in the armed forces, and then you're going, okay, I'm not on this. It's also possible that you would just chiming in on Veterans Day. Maybe doing both. Maybe addressing it without addressing it and chiming in on Veterans Day. So we'll get to some more responses on that, and we'll get to them in just a bit. Okay, a couple of things I want to talk about, all right? One thing I need right now is my rap fans with an extensive knowledge on different songs and the industry, et cetera, et cetera. I slip up here from time to time, so I'm going to toss a couple things out. One, I don't buy this. I do not buy this. I'm just going to say that up front. I do not buy this because Trump posted this. He said, starting my day by listening to Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. I love this song. A true American song. I've listened to this song repeatedly. I heard my team sing it after I won, and I thought, wow, that's a great song. Funny the Canadians think they're better than us. They're not. Canada is crumbling upon itself, and it's all because of this song, says Trump, there's like 5 wild things there. There's like a lot of different pieces of that puzzle that you could pull out if you want to. One, I don't know. Do I believe Trump is listening to Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar?
He's a big K-Dot fan.
Does he listen to YMCA by the Village People on repeat and then go over to a little Kendrick Lamar? Maybe. I don't know.
But is he really listening? Because that's
what he says.
Not
he says,
what this song is about.
He says, I've listened to this song repeatedly. The song, and here's rap fans where I might be wrong, the song's kind of racist, isn't it? Isn't the song basically about, like, Drake's not as black as the other people, and he's not like them, and it's running down Drake for not being as dark-skinned, I guess, or not having 2 black parents?
It's multiple levels of a Drake diss. Mm-hmm. And while that may be one interpretation, there's also the other of him being a creep
Canadian
to younger, not of age women, ghostwriting his lyrics. I mean, we could spend an entire segment, dare I say 2, on the breakdown of this entire song. But
what about the Canada part? Is there some of it where it's Americans are better than Canadian people? Because it seems like that's what Trump was taking away from it. He said, funny that the Canadians think they are better than us. They are not. Canada is crumbling upon itself, and it's because of this song.
Yeah, I don't want to speak out of turn, so.
He sees it as like a broadside against Canada.
Like if Drake is crumbling, then so is Canada?
Maybe. I don't know if he's further away from the rap beefs than I am. I think he's really maybe miles away here. Patrick says, it's not racist. It's about Drake being a culture vulture. Why would Drake be a culture vulture? Oh, wait. Why? Why would Drake be a culture vulture? Because he's not black? When I hear the same kind of people who got upset about Try That in a Small Town or whatever that dumb song was, and then they try to run defense for a song like this, I go, I don't know. It doesn't seem like you're putting the same level of intellectual rigor to these different songs that you're looking on. Again, maybe I'm wrong. I want to hear from somebody who knows a lot about rap who has a different take on that. Hit us up with a dispatch. You can send those over at thenewsjunkie.com. I'm trying to picture Trump listening to Kendrick Lamar. And even me, if I put Kendrick Lamar on and I was like bopping in my office or something, I would have phony vibes. I would feel a little bit like, I don't know, am I supposed to be doing this? Do I have the street cred to be listening to this song? Probably not. We'll see.
I don't think you need any sort of credit to listen to a song.
I know, I just feel that way personally. When I'm listening to a song that seems cooler than me.
They not like us.
Yeah, especially if I'm trying to sing along to it. 100%. I feel phony
Mustard
vibes.
on the beat, ho.
It's like Ben Shapiro reading the WAP lyrics or something.
I just deleted that too.
That's the vibes I give to my, like, you're not supposed to be doing this. Okay, we have a lot of talk about the last, we'll say 2-ish months of Biden's term. Biden is out there fighting the good fight. This weekend, it was the beach that he was fighting, and I have to tell you, he barely won.
Real quick, itch that will be scratched.
Yeah,
okay.
and effing with some wet-ass P-word. P-word is female genitalia.
That's what
Bring
I
a
get.
bucket and a mop for this wet-ass P-word.
There you go.
That's how I feel
Go
if
on.
I try to sing it. I don't even know if the song's good or not. I've only heard it once or twice. I did cringe when the story came out that Kendrick Lamar played that song 5 times in a row or 6 times in a row at a concert. And I thought, either this is the best song ever, or that's cringe, and I don't know which one.
I think maybe rap concert goers just got confused because he played the whole song, because that's just not done at rap concerts. You just
Like
do
Ludacris?
You just do a verse and a chorus and you move on so you can get all the hits in.
I know. In my day, I had a couple songs. My sister used to hate me for this.
Don't mean a thing if you ain't got one.
I used to have. I loved when they came out. The band The Used. And what was the name of the big song? Is it worth it? Can
Your
you?
sister's like, find a new band, Sean.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes, C-Lane. I would hit play, and Taste of Ink would end afterwards. After I hit play, after the song played, and then I would hit backwards and replay it. And I probably did that 10 times in a row.
Absolutely.
She'd be banging on the wall and be like,
if I find a song that I love and like really love, easily I'm going 2-3 weeks where that is the first song I listen to of the day.
Yeah, there's some that are magic like that. Maybe this is one. I don't know. But here's Biden on the beach, just barely making it through. Take a peek.
He's playing. Mr. President, what are you going to say to Trump on Wednesday?
Man, he is just barely making it over the beach.
He's trucking through.
It's a little bit rough for him. He almost got taken down by that. So you wonder what happens in the final 2 months of the Biden administration. One thing, I'll be blown away if I'm not right about this. He pardons Hunter Biden in December. Okay, next month.
I would be disappointed if he didn't.
I would be amazed if he didn't. I would almost in a way salute him because he said he wouldn't. And then not doing it would be really living up to your word, even though you got shoved to the side by your own party and somebody else took over and you really sacrificed it for your political friends. I would be blown away if he did not pardon Hunter Biden. And I'll say it again. I'll say it a million times. I believe it in my heart. Even you MAGA fans, like who are tried and true Trump lovers, I think that if you were in the same position, you would do it. You would do it. You might go, well, the son's a drug addict, going with prostitutes, smoking crack. It doesn't matter. If it's your family, you have to forget about some of those things. And I really think a lot of people would do this in his position.
Even situations where perhaps like you have been in a situation, you have a family member that's had a big drug problem. You've tried to help them out financially, and there's a lot of people have had to go through this point where they go, I can't keep funneling money into this person where they keep going down the path they're going down. Pardoning Hunter costs nothing.
Right.
It's just you just make what do you fill out a
wave
form?
the wand.
You make a statement and sign your presidential signature on it.
See you later.
Nothing.
Do you have to make like a whole speech? It's like a press conference thing?
No. It's just
I dub thee pardoned.
You just sign a little document that says the person is pardoned, what you're pardoning them for, and then on with it. And all the presidents kind of do this stuff. I don't know about family members necessarily, but
is there someone who has been like the most controversial pardon in U.S. history?
Sure, there's been lots of them. It depends on what kind of controversial. Mark Rich
murder
was very controversial. There's been people on murder charges. A lot of times what happens is, and this is an unfair thing in an unfair world, a president will pardon somebody. And somebody will go, you pardoned this murderer. So, for instance, Biden has pardoned some people that have been convicted of some pretty bad stuff.
Did you know that there are 4 types of presidential pardons?
I know there's commutations, there's pardons. I don't know about the split up on that, but
removes a crime completely, one that delays a sentence, one that shortens or removes a sentence, and one that ends a person's legal obligations, like having to pay a fine.
And a lot of times when they do this, you go, that guy was a murderer, but it's a prisoner swap. So that's totally different. If a president pardons somebody and then trades them to another country for some American citizens they have behind bars, that should not be looked at the same. One of the other things that's being floated around out there as a potential thing that Biden could do is that Biden steps down and makes Kamala Harris the president of the United States of America.
Ooh.
And this would be a wild one. This would be a wild one if that went down, but there are legitimately people calling for this. This was CNN, I believe. Yeah, CNN was talking about
is
this.
looking for. That is my question. I'll start with you.
Joe Biden's been a phenomenal president. He's lived up to so many of the promises he's made. There's one promise left that he could fulfill, being a transitional figure. He could resign the presidency in the next 30 days, make Kamala Harris the president of the United States. Whoa. It would absolve her from being able to from having to oversee the January 6th transition, right, of her own defeat. And it would make sure that it would dominate the news at a point where Democrats have to learn
in a good way
and transparency and doing things that the public want to see. Is the time. This is the moment for us to change the entire perspective of how Democrats
Okay, this
operate.
has now jumped from an internet meme to a Sunday morning show.
Jamal's out here right now.
Congratulations.
All right, so he's saying that Biden should step down and Kamala Harris will be the president, even though she didn't win. I don't know what that wins you. I don't know who looks at that and goes, yes, this has made things better. I'm not sure that's a win, but maybe you think it is. If you think that would be a good idea, let us know. Go to thenewsjunkie.com, send us a dispatch. That's one thing that's being floated out around there. C-Lane was talking about the chaos idea. The idea where he just goes hog wild.
I saw some tweets about it. I don't,
Buddy, we went from tweets to this guy on CNN pretty quickly. It could go from tweets to CNN to maybe even the White House.
There's a lot of people talking about it.
Just hog wild with everything that he could do within his power. That would be something that would be interesting to watch. Again, I don't know if that would be popular.
It'll be interesting to watch, just as him
fireworks.
trying to walk through a beach. Interesting.
Yeah, I think it would be fireworks. I like some fireworks, and it would get everybody fired up for sure. But I don't even know exactly what he would do that would be the most interesting.
I don't like the fact that people are calling for him to step down because he's already gone through that. He's like, I have given you this. I did the thing you asked for. Enough's enough. I stepped down. I didn't run for president. I gave it over to Kamala. She didn't win. Not going to say that I would have won. Not going to say that I would have lost. He would have lost. But, stop calling for me to step down from stuff.
Oh, God. Cooper says, I would like Joe Biden to change the White House logo to a big top circus logo before he leaves. I don't know if he has the authority to do that. Changing some logos. This would be wild. Does the president have the authority to change the color of the White House?
Like paint it?
Yes.
I feel like that still has some branches to go through.
Is there a bunch of rigmarole between the president and get a whole bunch of cans of paint? White House is going blue this weekend, or
is there an HOA for the White House? Or
I don't know who's in charge. I don't know if that's somebody must have looked into this before. Could the president of the White House go, my mark is going to be much like the people who run the high rise that I used to live in downtown. When they took it over after I left, the building was red. And they painted it blue. I don't know why they painted it blue. They painted it blue. They painted the building blue, mostly probably so they could go, hey, when we were in charge, this is the thing we did. That we changed the color of the building, and that's something big. Or changing the White House color would be a big one.
As he leaves, day of, move out. Mm-hmm. He's like, there may or may not be upwards of 200 tiny bags of cocaine hidden throughout the White House.
All over the place, yeah. Situation room, a couple in there.
According to ChatGPT, whom I've asked on this, says technically the president does not have unilateral authority to change the color of the White House as it's considered a national historic landmark with protected status. Any permanent alterations to the White House, especially its iconic appearance, would typically need approval from several bodies, including the U.S. Commission of Fine Arts and potentially Congress.
What kind of banana republic do we live in?
Where the president can't paint his own house?
Who pays for that, though? That's a lot of paint.
It's going to be taxpayer dollars, and it's going to be a lot of paint, and it's going to be painstaking work. But you want to talk about changing the news cycle? The whole world would be like, Biden painted the White House blue if he started doing that. No one would understand it. Nobody would have any idea what was going on, but everybody would be talking about it if that was the case. That would be absolutely, positively massive. Okay, what do you think? We still have more stuff to get into. We'll talk about the box office next. We have, I want to get into a person in the prepper world that shocked me this weekend with something that they're doing. And, of course, on deck, we got Amy Cofell from Fox 35 to catch us up with everything happening in the world. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James Miguel and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
Happy Monday, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a look at your forecast. And for our Veterans Day, we are going to be expecting warm temperatures and overall mostly dry conditions. Plan for a high of 86 degrees today in Orlando with about a 20% chance of a stray shower or two. We'll be expecting temperatures to tumble with mostly dry conditions expected throughout the week. Highs back in the low 80s as early as Wednesday. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's knows you want to get more value for the holiday. That's why as a My Lowe's Rewards member, you get new member deals every week on holiday decor, tools, and more. Program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for full details, subject to change.
Folks, let me tell you about Mills Air, an amazing company that's going to take care of you. They've been in business since 1992. We're talking about 32 years of experience in helping people just like you. Also, they're a Carrier Factory authorized dealer, and that means they can get you really big rebates, over $1,000 off if you're getting a new Carrier unit. You could always turn to the experts at Carrier, and you could always turn to Mills Air. Give them a call, 407-277-1159, or find them online at millsair.com.
At the UPS Store, we know being a small business owner means holiday time is still go time. Still get those orders shipped time. And still re-up on stamps and supplies time. That's why this upcoming holiday, while others close up shop, we'll be open. And happy to help you keep being unstoppable. Come into your local store today. Most locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now, during our Veterans Day sale, save 40% on the Sleep Number Special Edition smart bed, plus free home delivery with any base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You've got so many chances to win big on Hard Rock Bet. Even a small bet can bring in that serious cash. All you need is $1 and a dream.
Unbelievable. They've hit the parlay.
Let's go! Big payouts for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. Get up to $100 back if your first bet doesn't win. Payable and bonus bet up to $100, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
This is car accident attorney Jeff Kaufman with the injury law firm of Kaufman Lynn. It's hot, you're tired, the guy in the car in front of you is texting. You want to be mad, but you just finished watching 4 cat videos your wife just sent you. If it makes you feel any better, the guy in the car behind you is mad too. So put down your damn phone. If you or someone you know is ever in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, contact us at whenyouneedus.com or dial 407-500-JEFF. Offices, Orlando.
Bring your forecast into focus with West 2 News on CW18 and meteorologist Kellyanne Class.
My focus is on your day, every day.
West 2 News Sunrise on CW18. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
Let's watch TV. What do you want to watch? Big Bang. It's one of my all-time favorites.
Kick your night off with a bang.
Every night at 7 o'clock.
Bang, bang. Let the good times roll.
Sounds like a party. Did someone say party? Party's my middle name.
You know you want to watch.
I'm so excited, but I just can't hide it.
The Big Bang Theory, tonight at 7, only on CW18.
I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. What are you talking about?
Covering Central Florida, so you never miss a moment of what's happening. Every night at 10, Michelle Imperato, Jesse Pagan, and First Warning Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi. West 2 News at 10 on CW18. Local, live, late breaking.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, and more personal info in more places that could expose you more to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, their U.S.-based restoration specialists will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Topping off a dessert or swirling it onto hot cocoa, Ready Whip is here to whip up some holiday cheer. Ready Whip is made with real cream, so pick up a can or two. Ready Whip.
Just Call Mo says drive responsibly this holiday season, but if you're injured, just call Mo.com.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 104.1.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture.
You can join us on the show. You can also email tips@thenewsjunkie.com. And if you want to be anonymous, I got some of those emails ready to go. Put it right up on top, and you can be anonymous. Big at the box office this weekend. Venom: The Last Dance still at number 1. And I had not heard of this. Best Christmas Pageant Ever was the second place movie in the country.
Congratulations.
They're actually releasing those in theaters?
Yeah, what is it?
Lifetime?
Is it?
I don't know.
No way.
I've never even heard of the title.
No,
until
me
you
either.
just said it.
No, I didn't hear anybody talking about this. I didn't see the title. I didn't see the trailer. I don't know anything about it. But Best Christmas Pageant Ever is the name of the movie.
It's got notable names in it. Judy Greer, Lauren Graham, Pete Holmes. You know, they're not the biggest stars in the world.
Yeah, I just didn't hear it. It's second place, $11 million. Not bad, right? That's not bad at all.
What was the film? Wasn't this the opening weekend for
Heretic?
Heretic, right?
It beat Heretic somehow.
Huh.
This movie comes out of nowhere. Best Christmas Pageant Ever beats Heretic with Hugh Grant, which made $11 million and got third place.
Mind you, this is a scary film. This is supposed to
Is
be.
it?
I had heard about it during early October, I believe.
Wait, which one? Heretic. Or
Heretic.
Okay, yes, that's a scary one. Yeah,
And that it also has it had a very low budget comparatively, and now it's still in the green because it was $9 or $10 million to make it, and now they're
Nice.
as long as some people watch it,
I
we're
love
good,
that.
baby.
I love that. I think that's such a smart idea. Make movies.
The Best Christmas Pageant was based on a novel from 1972. So maybe I
count me
guess
in.
it has some notoriety, the story, but
Give me the synopsis. What is the synopsis?
2024 American Christmas comedy drama film. Plot centers around the Herdmans, a group of juvenile delinquent siblings who have inadvertently found them. Ooh, I messed that word up bad. Inadvertently found themselves starring in their small town's Christmas pageant.
All right. I guess that's the hit.
Take my money.
It worked. I can say whatever I want about it. It got second place. It's not bad. Heretic at number 3, The Wild Robot, which I still want to see. It looks like a sweet
I
movie.
think it's on streaming now.
Yeah, it is. I saw that. We didn't get to that because, oh boy, I think I might have to revoke Courtney's movie picking deal that we have, where she gets to pick the movie out. She does a bunch of research, and then we watch whatever movie she comes up with. And we've done a lot of horror films, but she's veered a little bit away of that. We watched a good one this weekend about like time hopping and stuff.
Oh, Time Cut?
No.
No, he said a good movie.
Right.
I
I got to tell you, I mean,
Time Cut was garbage.
It was, but I watched every second of it.
Sure, we finished this one.
It was, Time Cut is, when it first came out, it was number 1 on the Netflix.
Netflix.
Now
Okay.
I'm surprised it's still in the top 10. It's cheesy. But if there is anything to say about not the ending I expected, I will give them those accolades.
Who's in that? Anybody famous?
No.
No one that I know. But it's it will make you feel so old because she goes back to 2003.
Oof.
And I'm like, oh my God, this is this is my time. This is my time. They're like, look at what they're wearing and doing and the music they're listening to. I'm like, this is everything that we talked about. And
They went back to 2003, and then all of a sudden, Hillary Duff's "So Yesterday" was playing, and I was like, I forgot what a banger this song
It really
was.
is a banger.
Oh, wait, hold on.
You
In
don't
Back
know.
to the Future, what year did they go to? They go to lots of different years, or
Yeah, there's
70s? No.
no 50s.
1950?
the 50s. Okay, so is it the same? No, it's not the same distance because that came out in the 80s. 80s to the 50s.
20 years prior.
Oof, man, that makes me feel old when you time travel and don't even go back to the 90s. The movie we watched last night was called Things Will Be Different. Or not last night. We watched it this weekend. Things Will Be Different, and it was really good. That one was fantastic. Great pick by Courtney. Kind of like the movie Annihilation. It was about a brother and a sister, really great writing, and they're like hopping through timelines, robbing banks, and there's a whole thing. That one's great. But then Courtney goes, I got a movie. And she pitches this movie to me, and I go, I want to say hard no, but I'll watch it just because you put in all the work to find these movies. And I go, when did this movie come out? She goes, 2022. I go, even more red flags. How did I not hear about this? How did I not know this was a thing? And, oh, God, it's something 666. It's Studio 666. Studio 666, I think. The movie is with Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters.
Okay.
Did you guys hear about this?
No.
I never heard about this. 2022, this movie came out. It stars Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters. It's a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
Dave Grohl is the star, and they're trying to
Taylor
record
Hawkins,
an
Whitney
album.
Cummings, Jenna Ortega.
Yes, Jenna Ortega's in it too. They're trying to record an album in a house that's haunted, and it's like a slasher film. And I go, I've never heard a peep about this. And she goes, I think it could be good. And I go, Dave Grohl is the lead actor. How could this be good? And she was just so sure. So we watched this movie last night.
Sometimes movies are so bad that they're so good. Was this not it?
Like the quality of the movie was fine. The quality was fine, but I'm looking at Dave Grohl and I go, I can't get over the fact that this is the Foo Fighters. And Courtney was like, I can put it to the
if
side.
Jared Leto could do it, why can't Dave?
She goes, it doesn't bother me that this is the band that I've heard of, the Foo Fighters, up on the screen here. And then I go, it doesn't bother you that that's Dave Grohl, that's Pat Smear right there. And she goes, that guy's name is Pat Smear? And I go, oh, now you draw the line.
Pat or Pap?
Pat, yeah, P-A-T, Smear. The guitarist used to play for Nirvana at some point and some other bands. And he is in the Foo Fighters currently. This, weirdly enough, and I felt strange about this. It has Taylor Hawkins in it.
Yeah.
The drummer for the Foo Fighters, who's now dead, of course. And there's a scene where he dies.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, a little weird. A little weird that the guy who did end up dying in the movie died in real life. And
the same year the movie came out.
Yeah. I just had no idea. Is it called Studio 666? Is that what it is? Okay. I was like, I had no idea. The Foo Fighters had a horror movie. What world are we living in, for God's sake? Wow. But that's real.
Maybe that's why it didn't get a whole lot of, like, maybe they just kind of let it be because it came out in February and he died in March.
Oh, wow.
So maybe they were like, hey.
At the premiere, he's like, I don't want to be here.
Like, maybe like they said, hey, it's already released. They would have pulled it if they were going to release it in like April, because it has this scene where Taylor Hawkins dies. Maybe they just go, all right, we're not going to pull the movie. We'll leave it there, but let's not promote it. Let's not really make a big deal about it.
That makes sense. I get it. Like they would pull back because they think it would be wrong and weird to talk about this when one of their band members just died. But
I bet the producers are like, we need to push this. Because if there's anything that's true about celebrities who die in America is that they'll
sell stuff.
Listening and their watching goes up by the thousands of percentages.
Percentage points.
Yeah. They just watch and listen a lot.
It could have been an okay movie, but have you ever watched a movie and you go, oh, here's the end. Here's the end. Oh, wow. That's the end. Oh, no, it's still going. It's still going. And then you go, oh, this is the end. This part's the end right here.
That was long legs for me.
That doesn't end until Nick Cage really does a number 2 his own face.
Real quick, did you guys watch the Penguin finale last night?
No, but I've heard good things about that show, actually.
Oh, you haven't watched it at all?
No, I haven't seen any of it at all.
Oh, my. Gentlemen, you have homework because it is so good.
I've heard that.
But that finale was also so good. And now I can't talk to you guys about it.
Colin Farrell, right?
Yes. And if he does not win a Golden Globe or Emmy or both for this, then I do not trust the system times 10.
Wow. Yeah, I have heard positive things, and I've seen the thumbnail a bunch of times.
Y'all gotta watch it, man. It's so good.
Sorry, we're busy watching Foo Fighters horror movies for some reason over here. We'll have to. I think it should be pushed ahead of that in line. Honestly, I do. When we come back, Amy Cofell to Fox 35 will be joining us. We'll see what's happening in her world. Get all caught up on the news that you need to know. We have a ton left on the plate on a very busy Monday. It's coming up next to the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic is slowing down on Florida's Turnpike southbound between the Greenway and approaching US 192. You could expect your regular delays on I-4 in the Champions Gate area. Traffic is slowing down in both directions on I-4 approaching that Lake Buena Vista area there. Authorities are still working on that accident, partially blocking the off-ramp from I-4 westbound to Michigan Street. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
If you want to find out about a reverse mortgage, That Mortgage Guy Don can help. Rates are improving, and that makes the terms even more favorable. You want to find out how it works? That Mortgage Guy Don will get you some numbers and explain the details. And then you decide if that makes sense for you to proceed. A reverse mortgage can be a lifesaver, especially for people over 62 on a fixed income. Get the process started today with an expert and a friend that you could trust by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com. Get a quote with no hard credit inquiry at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Greetings from Daytona, where a band of dreamers took a strip of beach and turned it into a proving ground. The Great American Race, where year after year, greatness is the destination.
Start your engines, let's go!
So book your experience and soak in 500 miles of history and tradition. The Daytona 500, February 16th, 2025. Secure your seats now at Daytona500.com.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
Ah! FrankGayServices.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now, during our Veterans Day sale, save 40% on the Sleep Number Special Edition smart bed, plus free home delivery with any base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Point! Hey, you okay? You don't normally miss those shots.
I just haven't been as regular lately, and it's making me feel sluggish.
You should try Metamucil. It's been a game changer for me. Metamucil's plant-based psyllium fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Ace, you're moving better than you were last week.
Definitely.
Metamucil keeps you moving. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Learn more at metamucil.com.
Hi, folks. Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer. Many of you are hurting after the hurricanes. These storms cause so much pain, and if you have property damage, there's 2 things I need you to know. First, we already have scam artists out there making all kinds of promises to homeowners if you just sign a few forms. Don't sign anything. Don't let anyone going door to door scam you into signing anything. Second, if you have hurricane damage and you haven't contacted your insurance company, please do that now. My job is to help you hold people accountable, including insurance companies, contractors, or anyone else. Call 877-MY-FLCFO. That's 877-693-5236, or go to preparefl.com with questions or to report abuse. This is a public service announcement from Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer.
You sailed beyond the horizon in search of an island scrubbed from every map. You battled krakens. You navigated through storms. Your spade struck the lid of a long-lost treasure chest, while you cooked up a lasagna. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover best-selling adventure stories on Audible.
We are professional grade at Orange Buick GMC. Online at orangebuickgmc.com.
The free iHeart app goes everywhere you do, because it's always on your phone and ready for whatever you're in the mood for. Even better, when you plug your phone into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the app becomes part of the dash with a seamless way to listen to your favorite radio stations, the latest must-hear podcast, or a custom playlist to get you focused. And with the holidays on the horizon, the app makes the perfect shopping companion while you search for the ultimate parking spot.
There it is!
Try Apple CarPlay or Android Auto with the iHeart app today.
iHeartRadio.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. 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 That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture.
if you served in the U.S. military. Lots of people with dispatches today. Those are queued up and ready to go in a bit. Emails to get to, lots to get to on a busy Monday. Right now, my favorite time of the week, without a shadow of a doubt. Let's welcome our friend Amy Cofell from Fox 35.
Hey, guys.
There she is. Amy, how are you?
I'm good. Happy Veterans Day to all who served. Good to be with you guys today.
Yeah, you didn't get the day off either, huh? Man,
no.
It's brutal out there.
The kids were so funny, too. The kids were all like double checking the school calendar yesterday. They're like, wait a second. Don't we normally have Veterans Day off? I'm like, nope. Sorry, kiddos. Not this year.
You can't put one by them.
Sean did that to me on Friday. Sean texted us and was like, hey, wait a second. We usually get Labor Day off, don't we? I go, yes, we do. But Monday is Veterans Day and we work.
Okay. In my defense, Courtney goes, Monday's Labor Day. Do you get the day off? And then I texted C-Lane, and then C-Lane said, it's Veterans Day. And I go, you made me look like a fool. How did you do this to me? I should have known, but
it's Courtney's fault.
She's usually right about things, Amy. I just take her at face value.
She's very smart. She's very smart.
She's a smart lady. So what's going on in your world? What's on your radar this week? Lots happening out there.
Yeah, a lot of things, you guys. And one of them is this FEMA situation that we've been talking about in Highlands County. And this is kind of a story that broke over the weekend. And I'm sure you've probably heard about it by now. But it started with rumblings that some of the FEMA workers who were going from home to home in either hurricane or tornado damaged areas. Specifically, this was in Highlands County, which is sort of closer to the Tampa area than to us here in Orlando. But one of the things they were looking at was some messaging that may have been coming from a supervisor telling them to avoid homes that have a Trump sign on the grounds, on the property, in a window, wherever it might be. And they said that messaging came not only in speaking to their supervisor, but also in a message that said other things like make sure you're staying hydrated, make sure that you're I don't know, like aware of your surroundings, make sure you're not going to houses with a Trump sign. I mean, it was just kind of like in a list of things that was told to them.
Yeah, I saw it. This is crazy. And they legitimately have evidence that they avoided houses where they had a sign up or something that showed that they were a Trump supporter on the sign. And this is FEMA. When I think of the things that should be the least political organizations in existence, FEMA should be no politics at all. FEMA should just be about helping human beings out and not injecting any of this out there. The interesting thing I saw was I tweeted this weekend, and a bunch of people go, what was the name of the first outlet to report this? Do you know, Amy?
I believe it was Mediate.
Okay. Well, I know they talked about this. There was some conservative.
Oh, no, I take that back, Sean. It was Daily Wire.
Daily Wire. That's what it is.
Yeah, Daily Wire. Yeah.
And, like you can't trust this is Daily Wire. I said, the reason I posted this was because FEMA confirmed this. FEMA said that we were handling this and that this was a terrible thing and it shouldn't have happened. But the idea that they were skipping houses with Trump signs is insane to me. That's just wild stuff.
Now, apparently, this woman, she has been since fired. But what I had read this morning is that she spoke to, I believe it was either the Washington Times or the Washington Examiner. And she said that she feels she's being used as a scapegoat. We don't know what that means. Or what her implication was of that. But we do know that she has been relieved of her duties, that she is no longer working for FEMA. And we don't, unfortunately, know the number of homes that may have been skipped over. But you might remember that, this was big during Helene. There was a lot of issues, up in Western North Carolina with FEMA workers. And there was some tension going on there. And one of the things that now President-elect Trump has said was that there was some discrimination against people based on political beliefs by FEMA. And that was fact-checked and poo-pooed and said, no, that's not accurate. That's not true. And now this comes out. So it certainly does not help, with that argument that this was, done intentionally.
Yeah. Do we know exactly what the crew that received these text messages was doing, like what their job was?
Yeah, they were going home to home, C-Lane. So these were people that were going home to home. In Highlands County, they didn't have a lot of hurricane damage where this supposedly is sort of the root of what happened. But they did have tornado damage, and that there were like dozens of mobile homes that had damage from tornadoes. So they would have still been getting, FEMA relief workers coming to their homes to check on them, see what they need, that kind of thing.
Because on either side of the thing that said avoid homes advertising Trump, it says no one goes anywhere alone. and practice de-escalation and preventative measures. Are people just fighting the FEMA help people out there? Like,
well, I think that I think that goes back to what was happening in Western North Carolina. That there was one guy in particular that was arrested for threatening FEMA workers. So I think that probably just is going back to what happened there.
Yeah, I see some of this response on YouTube. See which says. It's because the FEMA people don't want to get shot. On Twitch, Big Dog Millionaire says, you want less government, you get less government. You guys are weird and gross. That is weird and gross. Put the politics aside. It's rotted your brain. The people are beyond politics after a storm. You should help people out. You should not worry about where your neighbor is placing their vote. All of that stuff is just gross. And it shows how rotted some people have gotten from all the political infighting. This should be across the board.
And the goal to send that out to the employees.
Yes,
that wild.
That implies that either this came from above this woman, or that they just thought that like this would have hit me immediately as a supervisor. I'd go, we can't send this out. This is going to look really, really bad.
Yeah,
and
there's definitely another way to word it. If it was about the fear of violence, considering recent news, then here are some precautions, or make sure that you call blah 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 if you don't feel comfortable. I mean, there's just a million other ways to put it. This looks bad.
Right. If they would have said, to Sabrina's point, if they would have said, we've seen threats on social media against FEMA workers, blah, 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 blah. Okay. But when you just flat out are saying skip the houses with the Trump signs, that feeds into so many of the things that these people believe in conspiracy world. You're making it real. And that is just bad. Very, very bad. Okay. What else is going on out there, Amy? That's a wild one.
A couple other stories that we're following this morning. I don't know if you guys saw this. This happened again over the weekend, but there is a new Disney cruise ship. It's the Disney Treasure that is headed to Port Canaveral. It's supposed to be here tomorrow morning. And as it was making a transatlantic ship route. So basically it was coming from, somewhere in Europe over to here. And they stopped in Bermuda because they were told that there are 4 people who are sinking on a sailboat and we need you to stop and make the rescue. So here's like an empty cruise ship that's coming to Port Canaveral to do its like maiden voyage. And it went out of its way to rescue these people. We have some really cool video actually on our website of a Coast Guard chopper that was hovering in the area.
Wow.
And witnessed okay. So if you guys have ever been on a cruise ship, you know how you have to do like the standard safety protocol and then you have to stand out there.
The worst.
Everybody has to go out on the deck and everybody has to put on their life vest.
Yes.
And they show you where the lifeboats are, right? And they're like, okay, Sabrina, you're in cabin, blah, blah, blah. So you would be on this lifeboat and this is, right? Right?
Oh, no, you did. Courtney just did that thing the other day.
She did?
I believe it's the muster drill.
Muster,
right?
muster.
Yes. Yeah. Courtney said the muster drill just the other day, too.
By the way, that process is getting like less and less as the years go by, because I remember I've been on 2 cruises, and the first one we actually had to go out to the station and we had to like line up and like wait there for a while. They closed down the pools and the bars and everything. I think we watched a video this time.
Yeah.
I really think.
Really? That's
I'll never forget Virgin Voyages. When I went on there, they're like, we do it different. And it was just like a group of maybe 10 of us. They're like, hey, this is where you're going to be. All right. We all have been through this drill. You don't have to wear your life vest out and just wait for the loudspeaker, and that's it. Have a good time.
Interesting. Okay, well,
so much better.
I haven't been on a cruise in a few years, so maybe they don't do this anymore. I don't know. It's been a few years for us, but that's the way they used to do it. So, but if you watch the video, guys, it's funny because that's the little boat that they use to go out and rescue these people. Is one of the little yellow boats. It has like the lid on top, and can you just see? Anyway, you got to go watch the video. It's crazy. So they're like out there in the little yellow. It looks like a little yellow duck boat. They go out, they pick the people up, and what we're hearing is unless there's a medical emergency or some other reason that these people would not be evacuated. So they would have to stay on the Disney ship from Bermuda all the way to Port Canaveral.
Nice.
And we're expecting that they will be here tomorrow, getting off the ship being like, okay, now what do we do?
Plot twist. What if these people just really wanted to be the first on this Disney cruise ship? They said, we're going to go out of our way. And then what happens? I
have a list of people in my head where if I find those people are on the ship, I go, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened.
Oh, man. Oh, that's pretty cool that they were able to rescue them, though.
Yeah, I think so.
I would be curious. I'd be curious to hear their stories after the fact on how accommodating the Disney cruise ship was to them. Like, did they just give them a room? Did they give them a good room?
Did they get snow crab? Did they get did you get like the full buffet? Like, you're here.
They probably get employee meals because I don't know that the ship was ready for like an entire, cruise ships
Just
worth of
bags
people.
chips and Mickey Mouse ears.
You know what would be such an experience is, and obviously I've never experienced this. Sabrina's the one who's most recently been on a cruise, I think. But to be on those ships as big as they are without any passengers on them must be a trip walking around those things.
Oh, yeah. That was the last cruise. It was like shortly after things started opening up for COVID. So we had I think 800 passengers on the ship.
Crazy.
Everyone's like, hey, how's it going? We're going to spend a lot of time together, and we absolutely know your name because no one else is here.
So much room. So wild. What else is happening out there, Amy?
All right, you guys, I just have to bring this up because it was one of the craziest stories. Again, this was over the weekend, but did you guys hear about the Auburn basketball players?
Yes, yeah, we were talking about that. They got a fight, right?
Yes, got to a fight on an airplane on their trip to go play in Houston. And what we learned was, I believe it was a senior and a freshman that were fighting in the actual transmission from the cockpit to air traffic control which it just made me think of when we were kids. And how, you go on a road trip.
Yeah, the
and
senior
your dad
tried to put the freshman in the trash can. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like a swirly will be very difficult in an airplane bathroom.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. But it just reminded me of when your dad would be like, if you guys don't stop fighting, I'm going to turn this car around. And he would reach his hand back and he would try to swat you. You remember the good old days. So anyway, it's just one of those funny stories that I'm sure it wasn't funny if
why they were fighting?
Coach, but
do you have any clue?
That part I don't know.
Me either.
That part I haven't heard yet.
Yeah.
Did they make it to the game?
I just know it was a freshman and a senior, so it makes me wonder if maybe the senior was like, this little twerp's not, doing what we're asking him to. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, could be.
But they got left behind. So they did turn the plane around. They left them behind, and then they continued on to Houston, and then they won the game, which I thought was interesting.
I like how in Amy's world, the bullies use the word twerp as opposed to all the horrific things that they're probably saying.
I'm trying to be nice, Sean. Can't use bad words on the radio.
You'd be the sweetest bully. Oh God, yeah. We can use certain bad words, Amy. There's a couple I could show you. Yeah.
Well, Amy doesn't want to use the bad words,
and of course she doesn't. But I'm just saying, if you ever want to come on air and just get one out just as a cathartic
Say some bad words.
Yeah.
Is it like the George Carlin list? What's your list?
We can.
We can call someone. Well, I hate
this
doing
feels
this to you.
inappropriate.
It does feel inappropriate. I can say you're being a butt face, but I can't talk about my butt face. If you know what I'm saying.
Wow. I mean. Kind of.
I don't want to say a-hole to Amy.
I know.
Thank
it
you.
does.
Yeah. So you can say that word?
Yeah.
No, you can.
I could say Sean's being an asshole.
Yeah.
But I can't describe.
I got you.
We launched them like strategical
I see.
nukes.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, just very, very strategical with those. You drop them every once in a while so people go, ooh, and then go back to regular scheduled programming.
But we also have that beautiful dump button, which I don't understand till this day how TV doesn't have it.
I know. Yeah, the world of TV is just
then again,
flying.
it would be weird because when we hit the dump button, our audio slows down just a little bit.
Oh, it
until
does?
it catches up.
And
then,
interesting.
But imagine that on TV.
That would be awesome.
Especially if it's breaking news.
I would love that. That would be great.
Hey, you guys, just another shout out to veterans there. And if anybody is listening and they are in Central Florida or Daytona Beach, there is a tattoo shop called Studio 21 that's actually giving out or offering free tattoos for veterans today, which I thought that's kind of cool.
That's nice. You have any tattoos?
Yeah. Do I?
Yeah.
No, I don't have any.
I didn't think so. I didn't think so.
Do your
It
kids
just
want
seems
them?
painful.
It would be awesome though if Amy was like, I've got a screaming eagle across my back, or so. If she had some secret wild tattoo that we had no clue about.
I don't like needles. I feel like I'm not a big needle person, so it's just just the thought of it makes me hurt.
Sabrina's right. What if Amy K rolls up her sleeve and there's just tattoos from shoulder all the way down, skulls and stuff?
Do your kids want tattoos? Have they had that thing
what's
where
funny? They've never asked. They're big on they want to get all the ear piercings. They're big on can I get my second piercing, my third piercing? That's what their big thing is.
It's coming back, the multiple down the lobe piercings.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sabrina, how many piercings do you have in your ears?
Just two. I just have
Just the
two.
two?
I'm not really interested in getting any more, and then I have the nose piercing. So I'm good with that.
I saw an adult, a person with a child the other day that had a tongue piercing. They still had the tongue piercing.
Didn't you used to have one of those, Sean?
I had 2 of them at one time, but I was
oh my gosh, that had to hurt so bad.
I was young. I was just a young kid, and now I think of being an
2
adult.
Of them is nuts. Ow.
Because you know why?
How did you do 2? Like how?
He wasn't
like
on the radio
one
yet.
in the middle, and like.
Or you?
No, I was on the radio. And I had to take them out.
Me Sunday.
Because it was like ching 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 ching. It was not good for the radio, certainly. I had to take those out. But I got one, and then everybody started to get one, and I go, oh, yeah? I'm going to get 2.
Instead of just taking it out because it's not cool anymore.
I know, right?
I don't understand. Do you have a picture like side by side? Or like
one in front of the other?
Back?
Like, yeah, like one right in front of the other. Yeah, yeah.
I don't like that.
Can you eat? Like, and then when you're brushing your teeth, do you have to brush your tongue to get like, what if like crumbs
He
get
never
stuck
brushes
in,
his tongue.
I do now. I would now. I'd take better care of it now. Back then, I was a gross human being, Amy. You wouldn't have wanted
Okay, and then one last question. So when you take it out, because you don't have it anymore, does it seal up?
It did now. Yeah, I don't have any holes in there now, I don't think.
Okay, how long did that take?
To heal up?
Yeah, like for it to close up.
I don't know. I've never even tried. I mean, I might be able to just ram jam something right through there now.
Please don't.
I don't know if that would work or not.
I'm no doctor, but no, don't do that.
It seems like a bad idea. I agree with you. I'm not going to try it. All right. There she is. The amazing, the talented
I'm learning
Amy
more
Cofell.
about each other after all these years.
All right. That conversation really digressed. Sorry.
All right. Amy Cofell, the Fox 35.
Bye, guys. Love you. Have a great week.
You too. Make sure you're watching every single morning, and GDO is where it's at. That's where you get all caught up on everything happening that you need to know. And no matter where you are, it's a great resource for you. Go to fox35orlando.com. Amy, we'll see you next week. There she
Bye, guys. Love ya.
All right. Yes, happy Veterans Day, as she said. I did see that place was giving out those tattoos. I like when places pop up and give out free stuff.
What is it? Any tattoo a veteran wants? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, you mean like the limits on it?
You have to pick out of a flash book.
See if you can find the story real quick. Because it doesn't seem like they would just let you do whatever. If you wanted that flaming eagle on your back, that'd probably be more expensive.
3 tattoos better.
You show up and ask for a flaming flag.
I want a flag, but I want it to be in flames. Oh, I don't know. I know that you should have more things like this because I'll hear, oh, it's National Chicken Sandwich Day, and there'll be 14 places giving away some kind of deals for Chicken Sandwich Day, and then Veterans Day, it'll be like one tattoo place is giving away tattoos.
Well, Hard Rock Cafe is giving away the free burgers, the legendary burger. Yeah, they brought a bunch to the building here, and yeah, free burger with ID, and I think the rest of your party gets like 15% off too. So
love it. That's great. Good for them. I like that over at Hard Rock. I think more places should do it. If there's anybody who deserves this kind of stuff, it's those folks. It's the first responder type folks. It's all of those people who I think deserve those little extra special deals every once in a while.
I'm on one of the stories for this rescue that they did off the coast of Bermuda, and it always seems really weird when they have these Coast Guard helicopters and they show the video because no matter what, in the video there are crosshairs.
Yeah.
And it always looks like, okay, they're not going to start shooting at the people, right?
Makes you think that video is going to get a whole lot more exciting at some point.
Yeah.
Damn, this
kind
looks
of
rough.
odd.
Yeah, Coast Guard out there doing their thing, too. All these people. I salute all of you out there. And we're going to take a quick break now. We've got some anonymous emails rolling in. We have to talk about Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. Who do we think is going to win? The fight is this week. Is it rigged? There's allegations flying around. We do drama here, and we do it well. And we'll get down to that. It's coming up next in the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
There's a lot of delays on I-4 this afternoon approaching the Champions Gate area in the Lake Buena Vista area as well. Traffic is slowing down through the city. Watch out for delays on Florida's Turnpike southbound between the Greenway and approaching US 192. No major problems on State Road 429. Traffic is up to speed on the Greenway, but if you do see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Time with family, laughs with friends, and cash back. Discover's got you covered on the last one. That's because Discover doubles all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cash Back Match. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
A noisy garage door is a cry for help that often requires only simple maintenance. However, if left untreated, could lead to costly repairs. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello from A1 Garage Door Service. Don't wait until a simple garage door repair becomes a major problem. If your garage door is noisy, if bugs are getting in, or if it struggles to open, your garage door is in need of repair. From simple repairs to upgrades, it's A1 from day one. We fix garage doors fast and with quality parts designed to last a lifetime. Our springs, rollers, and openers are tested by running them up and down, open and closed all day, 24/7, so you can feel confident with every A1 garage door repair. Replacing the bottom rubber on your garage door can have a huge impact on the number of bugs you see in your garage and in your home. Keep those creepy crawlers outside by calling A1 Garage Door Service today and receive the best service, best parts, and best warranty in the industry.
A1Garage.com. A1 from day one.
Call today and take advantage of our $29.95 tune-up special.
We all think about buying a house instead of renting, right? But did you ever realize you're renting your electricity every single month? Yep, overpaying the power company and watching prices rise every year. This year alone, prices have jumped over 10%. Isn't it time you own your own power with Solar Source? I started with my pool heater going solar, and now I'm thrilled with Solar Source's pay-as-you-go system where I can save each month starting at only $99. Now, Solar Source isn't new to this game. They've been in business for nearly 40 years with the same phone number since 1984 and over 60,000 installations right here in Central Florida. They are the company I trust. Are you ready to stop renting your electricity? Switch to Solar Source today and start owning your own power. Switch to Solar Source today by going to solarsource.com/monster. Honestly, going Solar Source has been the best thing we've done all year. I absolutely love the company, and you save more money when you tell them you know Russ Rollins. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
You don't have time for small sales, so we're going big. For one day only, you can get up to 50% off New South windows and doors. Just visit our showroom on November 16th and bring your window and door measurements for 40% off. Want that extra 10% off? Show your U.S. military ID or bring a Toys for Tots donation. Get New South windows and doors for up to half the price, in person only. November 16th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Visit newsouthwindow.com/50 to find a showroom near you.
How are you celebrating Veterans Day? At Navy Federal Credit Union, we have a couple ideas. You could help support not-for-profits like The Mission Continues, an organization that helps veterans utilize their skills in new ways. Or you could prioritize hiring veterans and members of the military community, people who know how to make quick decisions under pressure, people who have dealt with crisis and react quickly to it, people with proven leadership and a strong work ethic, characteristics that we see in thousands of veterans who work at Navy Federal. Or you could just show a veteran some love and support, like we do every day for over 2 million veteran members. At Navy Federal, we're celebrating Veterans Day as we have for over 90 years by supporting the military community and helping veterans succeed financially, whether you're transitioning to civilian life or to life's next milestone. Learn more at NavyFederal.org/veterans. Active duty veterans and their families can join. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news if you're considering a reverse mortgage. Rates have improved again this week. Get a same-day quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Total Wireless totally has your back this holiday season. We give you up to 4 free 5G phones when you switch to the Total 5G Plus Unlimited plan. That's 4 gifts, 1 store. Plus, enjoy unlimited data that never slows you down. All for $30 a month or less when you get 4 lines. That's a holiday plan we can all get behind. Visit your local Total Wireless store to switch today. Total Wireless, we're totally with you. Actual speeds may vary by location. For data management practices, see TotalWireless.com.
An evening of entertainment and hope awaits at the 24th Annual Dancing for Diabetes Show on November 16th at the Dr. Phillips Center for the Performing Arts. Get your tickets now at touchedbytype1.org.
Hey, Central Florida, if you want a nicer, newer car,
get ready. My prices are dropping. RC Hill here. It's autumn and I want to help you rake in some savings. At RC Hill Mitsubishi, we're focused on affordability. My finance specialists hustle hard to help you find a low rate and a monthly payment that fits your budget. That's what my perfect payment program is all about. Save huge on a new 2024 Mitsubishi with a lifetime warranty and 2 years of free factory maintenance. Or check out over 200 certified used cars, SUVs, and sports cars. Plus, at RC Hill, you get your price and payment in 15 minutes. So if you hate your current ride, leave it behind. And I'll take it even if it's rusted or busted. And I'll give you way over trade value. But hurry, don't leave me hanging. A deal this good won't last long. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. RC Hill Mitsubishi and Used Car Superstore. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com. And if you need to sell your car today, visit rchillbuyscars.com. We pay you on the spot.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. So at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $30 a line when you buy 2. That's just $60 a month for 2 unlimited lines. So if you're 50 and up, make the switch and save. Come on, you've earned this. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today. Requires 2 lines of service, age validation, and credit approval, subject to system and area limits, taxes, and other fees apply.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. C-H-E-C-K. Check. That's check. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
If you ever need to talk, he'll pretend to listen. You're listening to the News Junkie.
Pick up what's going on out there, and trust me, something is always happening. We'll get to your dispatches in the feedback section of this segment in just a moment, and also some emails rolling in to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. I have a feeling we're not in agreement on this. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, they're fighting on Friday night. It's going down on Netflix.
What are we disagreeing about?
First of all, I will be watching. Sabrina, will you be watching this fight when it goes down? Okay,
Yeah,
Sabrina is on board and watching. C-Lane, will you be watching Friday night?
No, I have plans.
No, he's not doing it. You'll probably watch a clip afterwards or something, I would assume.
Sure, I'll read the
not.
internets.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe you're out of it entirely. Maybe it doesn't interest you. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, not on your radar, maybe.
Semi. Like, if I were at home, if I didn't have anything to do, it's live on Netflix. Why would I not tune into it? It seems like it would be interesting. I would want to just watch them fight. I'm not going to care about any other. Is this like a multi-card kind of deal? A lot of warm-up opening fights?
It is, and I have questions. They said there's a co-main event, and it's Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano.
Okay, I'd watch that too.
Who are those people?
You know.
Do I know them? Are they professional fighters? Are they also internet people like Jake Paul?
I feel like nowadays it's probably both. But Jake Paul has also been in the boxing world for quite some time.
Yes, he has.
Right? A couple years.
Yeah. He's a very good boxer, as much as you might want to hate him. Amanda Serrano. Let me look this up.
That sounds very familiar, I do have to say, though.
She's
Amanda
a Puerto
Serrano.
Rican professional boxer, MMA fighter, and professional wrestler. She's unified featherweight world champion. So she's a world champion boxer.
Isn't she? She might have been in the Florida area at some point.
I don't know.
Someone that I knew her. I don't know. She. The name is very familiar, and I feel like she went viral for something not too long ago.
Really?
But
I don't know her. I do know she's fighting Katie Taylor, and this says over on Wikipedia she's an Irish professional boxer. So we got Ireland versus
and
Puerto
former
Rico.
soccer player.
Former soccer player. She's undisputed lineal world lightweight champion since 2019. So these are some serious fighters on this card with women before Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
Interestingly enough, Amanda Serrano's nickname in boxing is the real deal, much like Holyfield.
Oh, okay. All right. I see. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Who do you think is going to win when this goes down on Friday on Netflix, just so we're on the record with this, Sabrina?
I'm going to just stick with what I said originally. I'd like to see Tyson win.
Iron Mike Tyson, she says. Iron Mike Tyson will be the victor, Sabrina says. What about you, C-Lane?
I really don't know because I don't know anything about Paul's fighting ability. So I'm just.
Did he fight McGregor or no?
He did, I believe.
Or was it Mayweather?
His brother fights too, so I get them mixed up from time to time. But they're both skilled boxers, legitimately good boxers, good fighters. And there's a huge age gap, right?
Yeah.
Tyson's 58 years old. Tyson is 58. He's 15 years older than I am getting in the ring with Jake Paul. Now, if you said, Sean, Mike Tyson is fighting, and you said any other person above the age of 40, I would say Mike Tyson is going to win that fight. But this is a major age gap here. That's a very big age gap. 27 years old to 58 years old. There's 31 years between the two of them.
But there's also the experience that he has over Jake
50
Paul.
and 6.
The technique.
50 and 6. And also, Tyson, 50 wins and 6 losses. Tyson had 44 knockouts. So he's a beast in the ring, just knocking people out. There's going to be 8 2-minute rounds, and both boxers will use 14-ounce gloves. It's going to be 8 p.m. on Netflix. The odds are this. It's negative 270 for Logan Paul, Jake Paul. Negative 270 for Jake Paul, plus 210 for Tyson. If you don't know how betting odds work, that means if you're negative 270, you have to bet $270 to make $100. All right, so you'd have to bet $270 to make $100. So Jake Paul is the favorite in this fight. For Mike Tyson, he's plus 210. So that means if you bet $100, you would win $210. And just extrapolate the math out from there. Obviously, if you bet $1,000, you would get $2,100. That's how this goes. And Jake Paul is the favorite in this fight. Who do you think is going to win? Will you be watching this, or do you hate them both? You have no interest in watching at all? Let us know with the dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com.
I don't hate Mike Tyson. I don't know much about the Pauls except from what I've heard on this show, and it's just like, okay, well, I could
they're
take
annoying.
them or leave them.
Yeah, they're annoying, but I think he's going to win.
The Vine days.
Oh, yeah. That's where they started out.
They had like a meetup at, it's like Lake Eola here in Central Florida. And when I was living downtown at the apartment complex, like right across the street. And I remember just looking out the window, and there were hundreds of people all just
gathered around
filming their vines. And then he left.
Yeah, they've gone a long way since then. They both had pretty successful careers. I think Jake Paul is going to win, but I am more interested than anything in this age gap. I want to see somebody in their 50s box somebody in their 20s, and I think that sounds interesting. All right, real quick, tips at thenewsjunkie.com. Anonymous emails the show. It says, I'm keeping myself anonymous due to the subject matter here. I'm hearing a lot about 20 million missing votes that were there for Biden in 2020 and not there in 2024. Some people have even brought up that investigation should be warranted. Now, I despise conspiracy theories, but I will put on the tinfoil hat for once. Just imagine if an investigation came out about the missing voters and it turns out they weren't really there in 2020. Do you really want to risk taxpayer dollars to do an investigation only to accidentally find out Trump was right all along? Regardless, the election is over. Trump won. For the love of God, the fighting needs to end, says Anonymous. The 20 million votes thing is a conspiracy. That was a screenshot taken well before all the votes had been counted. That gap has closed significantly. And just because X amount of people voted in 2020 does not mean that same amount or higher is going to vote in 2024. This shows you that people were disillusioned with the choices, that the vote totals went down.
They're still counting in California. My gosh.
I know.
72%.
Yeah, they still don't have all the votes in there, and that'll add a lot to this total. So it's not 20 million anymore, and that's a conspiracy. All right, when we come back, the next episode with Sabrina, what's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? Wicked dolls have hit the shelves, and Mattel immediately defies gravity. And by gravity, I mean double-checking the URL they put on the box. A musician is trying to break barriers with his nose, and not cocaine style. Plus, Candyman has crossover to the Werther's territory. All that and so much more coming up on the next episode.
And that is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Today on The Big Show, we'll celebrate Veterans Day. Plus, we'll talk about creepy old guys at EDC. In the 4 o'clock hour, we'll talk sports with Brandon Kravitz. For trivia, it's tickets to Trans-Siberian Orchestra or the Central Florida Auto Show. We'll talk to our friend, attorney Ray Trenley from TK Law, plus your calls, texts, and talkbacks.
The Jim Colbert Show, today at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Central Florida forecast. And for your Monday, we are overall expecting a warm and pleasant day. Temperatures will be well above normal, a high of around 86 degrees today in Orlando. We'll see a mix of sunshine and clouds, along with maybe a very low chance of a stray shower or two. Only a 20% chance, and really better chances will exist closer to the coast. Otherwise, temperatures dip down into the low 80s for highs by the end of the week. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by the National Training and Simulation Association. Don't miss ITSEC 2024, the largest event in training, modeling, and simulation. From December 2nd to 6th in Orlando, join experts and innovators for leading insights, breakthrough technologies, and hands-on experiences with hundreds of exhibitors. Register now at iitsec.org.
We want you to be like Justin, because Justin won $1,000 listening to Real Radio.
I've been trying for so long. This is epic.
Epic indeed, Justin. Epic indeed. What were you doing when you heard the keyword?
Pressure washing a deck area.
Well, Justin, now it looks like you can pay somebody to do that for you.
I'm Justin from Orlando, and I just won $1,000 listening to Real Radio 104.1.
Be like Justin. Listen for the keywords, enter on our website at realradio.fm, and then answer your phone when you get the call. Pressure washing offense not required. This contest presented locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air, been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Rebates up to $1,275 for brand new Carrier units. Turn to the experts. Carrier. And you can always turn to the experts at millsair.com.
Office Depot Office Max is here to help you finish the year strong and refresh for 2025. Our print team can create signs and banners for your business or custom calendars and canvas prints for the holidays. And now through December 21st, save 25% on print and copy services and 50% on all photo products with coupon. Plus, shop new furniture and chairs and the latest AI PCs to keep you productive. Visit us at your local Office Depot or Office Max store or at OfficeDepot.com.
This safe driving message is brought to you by Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt and the Just Call Mo team. Whether it's the holiday season or any season, Just Call Mo encourages you to be considerate of other drivers and especially watch out for motorcycles. It's a busy time of year. Tourists are everywhere. Remember that someone is counting on you, so arrive safely. Saving 30 seconds that can cost you everything is simply not worth it. And if you have been injured in an accident, make your first call to 1-800-CALL-MO. That's 1-800-CALL-MO. Be safe and enjoy the season. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.
Thank you for making Mercedes-Benz of South Orlando one of the premier luxury dealerships in Central Florida. We are the official dealer of luxury, providing the ultimate VIP experience at a price you can afford. Call Monica Ventura at 689-319-7680. That's 689-319-7680. We guarantee you will be treated like VIP and nothing less. Across from the mall at Millennia.
Sarah Silverman, Postmortem Tour.
I have a girlfriend who told me she's switching gears career-wise and is now a life coach. Look, I'm not saying all life coaches are crazy, but I would maybe say that crazy people are life coaches.
January 9th, inside Hard Rock Event Center at Seminole Hard Rock Tampa. On sale now at hardrocktampa.com or Ticketmaster.com. Seminole Hard Rock Tampa.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now, during our Veterans Day sale, save 40% on the Sleep Number Special Edition Smart Bed, plus free home delivery with any base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, They turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Buying a house or selling yours? The Nickley Group makes it as easy as ABC. And 1, 2... Oh, and fast, too, because the Nickley Group can get a guaranteed cash offer on your home today. Just visit thenickleyGroup.com.
Is it a cold, allergies, or could it be a sinus issue? Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you find out. A recent study has shown that 45% of patients who suffer from allergies also suffer from chronic sinus issues that are often left untreated. So ditch those nasal sprays and over-the-counter meds for good and find a solution that actually works. The specialists at Aspire Allergy and Sinus make it easy by identifying the problem and creating a custom plan to tackle it. Go to aspireallergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Save up to 50% on select security systems with SafeTouch Security. With upgrades like remote door locks, video doorbell, thermostat control, and camera, all controlled by your MySafeTouch app. Visit safetouch.com. State license number EF2002049.
The free iHeart app goes everywhere you do. Even better, when you plug your phone into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the app becomes part of the dash with a seamless way to listen to your favorite radio stations, the latest must-hear podcast, or a custom playlist to get you focused. Try Apple CarPlay or Android Auto with the iHeart app today.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Terry's Tiny Homes, Terry! Sure, as the only employee of her company, Terry was probably the front runner, but saving money getting personalized discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive, well, that gave Terry the edge. Over Terry. Terry! Terry! Keep awkwardly chanting your own name, Terry. You deserve it. Woo! Be your own Terry. See if you could save in as little as 7 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture. This
world of entertainment and beyond. If you want to join us with the dispatch, please do, because the first dispatches of the show are going to be worked in right after the next episode. Right now, let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
My name is Sean Wasson, and I'm on the no-fly list.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina. Hey.
Uh-oh.
Do you want to correct that?
I'll leave it there.
All right.
Just leave it there.
No flying for Dawn. Hold up. The next episode brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don. Not only is he allowed to fly wherever he wants, but he's flying into the best friend zone when he's helping you out with refinancing or buying your first dream home, perhaps doing a first reverse mortgage because you haven't compared the quote of your first mortgage. And you own a business, and you want to expand that bad boy. All of those things and so much more. You got to work with Don because he made the process easy, and he made getting in touch with him even easier. Go to thatmortgageguyDon.com to get all that started.
No miss the quote, compare quote,
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with that mortgage guy, Don.
You were drilling it, Sean.
I was doing my best.
The quote, compare your boat. It was 165 years ago, 1859.
Oh, my.
Sean, you remember this?
I was not alive in
Thank you.
1859.
Jules Leotard, a circus performer who specialized in the high wire and trapeze, first wore what in public?
A leotard.
That is correct.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Having an article of clothing named after you is big.
It truly is. And what was it? You had a wetsuit and you're like, get these sleeves and off right now.
Let me see. Jules. Do we have a photo of Jules Leotard? Is that a thing? Or oh, yeah. Well, okay.
Let's get leotarded.
My God.
Speaking of Leos, 30 years ago, 1994, that's right. Those of you born in 1994, happy 30th birthday.
Yikes.
It was this guy right here.
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates is right. And on this day, he bought Leonardo da Vinci's Codex for how much money? At this time, it was the most expensive book ever sold.
All right, it was 30 years ago.
Leonardo.
So $8 million.
Okay.
$8 million.
$12 million.
All right. $30.8 million.
Damn.
I'm going to take those points.
Yeah, and you were in the lead, but the year's not over. We'll see who gets the big prize.
What's the book called?
It is called Codex.
Codex. All right.
I believe it's available on Prime now. Just hardcover, though. Someone who's not going to be seeing the end of the year because they are dead is Tony Todd.
Fatality.
Who's Tony Todd?
Who's Tony Todd? Come on. Calls himself a news junkie.
Todd?
Candyman. He was the Candyman.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know this guy.
He has died at the age of 69. Best known for his haunting portrayal of a killer in the film Candyman and roles in many other films and TV shows. He has passed away. His longtime manager has confirmed. It was over the week last week, but just hearing about it over the weekend because something crazy happened last week. What was that?
This dude was in a lot of stuff.
A lot. It was 92. He was in Candyman, but he's been in Night Court, Law and Order.
He was in a lot of the Final Destination movies. A lot of them.
Was he in the one that was
Platoon?
filmed in Orlando?
I don't know.
I'm just curious. I wasn't in that one. I was in Sharknado 3, though. Oh, hell no.
I remember that. Yeah.
So may he rest in peace and enjoy the candy up there in heaven, my man. Someone whose job, I'm sure, is resting in the opposite of peace is whoever designed the Mattel Wicked doll. Did you see this story?
Yeah, this was a big mistake.
Whoopsie.
I missed
Daisy.
it.
Mattel has a wicked big problem, Christopher.
Got it.
They added a URL to the back of the... Are you familiar with Wicked.com?
No. Oh.
The wickedly talented. So the Glinda toys and the Elphaba.
I believe it.
Elphaba. It says right there in the tiny text, wicked.com.
Yeah, it says www.wicked.com, and they don't own that one.
No. Instead, it is a porn site. Now, I will say, because obviously I had to make sure that it was true, it's not one of the porn sites that as soon as you go to it, it's
There's
like,
no immediate nudity.
Oh, are you single and horny and just want a cam chat?
All right.
It does ask you if you're 18.
Yeah.
But there's no immediate nudity.
Which is good. But I love the idea that kids are reading the back of the toy box.
Going to the
All
websites on there.
But they have apologized. It's actually wickedmovie.com. Just a minor mistake for non-minors. But congratulations to wicked.com for, I'm sure, getting some digital bonuses before the end of the year.
Stormy Daniels is featured on wicked.com.
Oh, is that right? I also saw that Stormy Daniels is going to be doing stand-up.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if it happened already. The story came out maybe a week ago, but it was pricey.
Gee, I wonder what her set's going to be about. I wonder what jokes she'll tell.
But it's $60 to go see her, something along those lines.
$60?
Oh, yeah, son. Oh, yeah. A musician who cannot stand up because he has cerebral palsy is trying to break some barriers with his nose. I did send you a Daily Star story, but if you want to search his name elsewhere that doesn't have a bunch of ad blocks and advertisements, by all means. Michael Lerman is his name. His arms and legs are paralyzed due to the CP, but he's hoping that his nose-written song, She Wrote, that's the name of the song, will transform the music industry and how it values disabled artists.
I see him here. I'm taking a look at the guy.
We have a
Michael
video of
Lerman.
him creating the music with his nose.
Oh, do we? Okay.
I would hope.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'll try to find it here on this page.
He says, because of my disability, in many ways, I do not exist, he says, out of San Francisco. For people with disabilities, isolation and lack of resources continues to be a problem. Extremely difficult to get any visibility. But he says, nay, I'm going to songwrite, I'm going to compose. And he also spent 3 weeks writing the pop rock lyrics to this new song. He has a singer named Kanaya. And she is on this new hit that he did all of the production with his nose. Now, I did see someone on TikTok went very viral for also playing the piano with his tongue. Kind of looks the same.
Yeah, my kid tried to do that this weekend.
Right. Well, then I won't say the comments that were left on the TikTok.
I don't have any video of him putting the song together, unfortunately, but I'd love that.
He also published a book of written lyrics. I do not know if they were written with his nose as well. I don't know if it's a pencil in the nostril or not, but good for him. I look forward to hearing the big hit She Wrote coming to a music device near you.
So can he not use his mouth?
He can, but he's using his nose instead.
Okay. That's just weird because
you don't want to put your mouth on everything. The nose is better.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying you could do stuff like when I had that Uber driver that didn't have any hands. He a lot of the things that he manipulated, like with the radio and stuff, was like a stick that he put in his mouth and just poked at things.
Did you give him 5 toes?
He was a weird guy.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Beyonce has now the most Grammy nominations ever. She snagged her 11th Grammy nomination over the weekend, making her the all-time leader with 99 nominations. She also has the oldest Grammy nominee with the nod for her spoken word album, Last Sundays in Plains, a centennial celebration.
Wow. Sounds like a good time.
The February 2nd will be the Grammys.
I wonder who he beat. Because
he's like 99 years old?
Definitely got that Grammy because he's old AF and he's, the president and he's gonna depart soon.
How dare you? I say he's going to live to 120.
Okay.
Oh my God! I
accept
thought
the award.
I didn't realize he was still alive. I thought he died.
Yes.
I thought he's still hanging on. That's right. He's still with us.
Were you listening to that one chatter who just joins the chat room every day and says, "Rip Jimmy Carter"?
Yeah. He's just dead in the eyes, Sean. Come on.
Oh God.
Also, as I say, the boob tube. Thank you to all the veterans. Happy Veterans Day to all. I appreciate your service, and I know the rest of the country does as well, or at least I hope they do. I certainly do. Enjoy your tattoos, whatever other free crap that you get. And perhaps you can go check out the B-52s, who are just announcing their Vegas residency.
Okay. I can see that working.
Yeah.
It's they just put the tickets up on Live Nation. Also, The Voice, series finale of My Brilliant Friend. This is the first I hear of it, so I guess not so brilliant. Watch What Happens Live, and Dwayne The Rock Johnson on Fallon. Follow your dreams at me on Instagram, at Sabrina Ambra. Just posted a brand new video. Give it a peep, a like, or whatever. And say it with me, America.
Smoke weed every day.
Thank you, Sabrina. When we come back, we'll get into these emails rolling in. A bizarre thing that's happening with iPhones and the police. And there's some theories as to what's going on here, but it's something you definitely want to hear. Plus, Amazon drivers are being told to wear something brand new to make them more impressive in their delivery times. What is it? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
Traffic is slowing down on I-4 this afternoon before the St. Johns River Bridge. You can expect a bit of delays through the city on I-4 there. Heavy congestion on I-4 in the Champions Gate area. You could expect your regular delays on I-4 in the Lake Buena Vista area. Traffic is slowing down on Florida's Turnpike southbound between the Greenway and approaching US 192. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by the National Training and Simulation Association. Don't miss ITSEC 2024, the largest event in training, modeling, and simulation. From December 2nd to 6th in Orlando, join experts and innovators for leading insights, breakthrough technologies, and hands-on experiences with hundreds of exhibitors. Register now at iitsec.org.
This holiday season, before you pull the trigger on a gaming PC, go to Lenovo.com first. Get the best prices on the Lenovo you want, like the Legion Pro 5 gaming laptop. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. For over 30 years, Fence Outlet has been here to help you create an outdoor oasis where memories are made and dreams come alive. Let Fence Outlet partner with you to turn your backyard into your favorite destination. Go to fenceoutlet.com today to schedule your free professional estimate. License number C10252 and C10803.
Happy holidays. Welcome to Total Wireless. How can I help you?
Oh, my phone is panicking. It thinks I'm trading it in.
No worries. At Total Wireless, you get 50% off the Total 5G Unlimited plan when you keep your phone.
Really? 50% off and I get to keep my phone? Wow.
Yep, that's as low as $25 per month for one line when you sign up for AutoPay.
Visit your Total Wireless store today. Restrictions apply. Compatible device required. Available exclusively online and in Total Wireless retail stores.
Upgrade your old windows and doors with the latest designs from Renewal by Andersen. One reason is unmatched strength. Renewal by Andersen's Acclaim Impact windows and doors are made from Fibrex material, which is 2 times stronger than vinyl, ensuring superior durability and resistance to extreme weather conditions. The wonderful team at Renewal by Andersen saw firsthand the incredible performance of Renewal by Andersen windows and doors in the face of the damage caused by Hurricane Milton just a few weeks ago. Robert agrees, and this is what he had to say. Our experience with every employee at Renewal by Andersen was exceptional. The windows that were installed are better than expected. A big thank you. During the month of November, save 20% on your entire project, plus 0 money down, 0 payments, and 0% interest for 18 months. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation today. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, license number CGC 1527613.
Hi, folks. Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer. Many of you are hurting after the hurricanes. These storms cause so much pain, and if you have property damage, there's 2 things I need you to know. First, we already have scam artists out there making all kinds of promises to homeowners if you just sign a few forms. Don't sign anything. Don't let anyone going door to door scam you into signing anything. Second, if you have hurricane damage and you haven't contacted your insurance company, please do that now. My job is to help you hold people accountable, including insurance companies, contractors, or anyone else. Call 877-MY-FLCFO. That's 877-693-5236. Or go to preparefl.com with questions or to report abuse. This is a public service announcement from Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer.
Bring the forecast into focus with West 2 News on CW18 and meteorologist Kellyanne Class.
My focus is on your day, every day.
West 2 News Sunrise on CW18, weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
Let's watch TV.
What do you want to watch?
Big Bang.
It's one of my all-time favorites.
Kick your night off with a bang.
Every night at 7 o'clock.
Bang, bang. Let the good times roll.
Sounds like a party.
Did someone say party? Party's my middle name.
You know you want to watch.
I'm so excited, but I just can't hide it.
The Big Bang Theory, tonight at 7, only on CW18.
I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it.
What are you talking about?
Covering Central Florida, so you never miss a moment of what's happening. Every night at 10, Michelle Imparato, Jesse Pagan, and First Warning Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi. West 2 News at 10 on CW18. Local, live, late breaking.
Attention.
If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 689-305-2853. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 689-305-2853. That's 689-305-2853.
Point. Hey, you okay? You don't normally miss those shots.
I just haven't been as regular lately, and it's making me feel sluggish.
You should try Metamucil. It's been a game changer for me. Metamucil's plant-based psyllium fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Ace, you're moving better than you were last week.
Definitely.
Metamucil keeps you moving. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Learn more at metamucil.com.
You met with the stable boy despite your father's orders. He hoisted you onto the saddle and you wrapped your arms around him, embracing his silent strength. He lay you down amongst the wildflowers. You experienced love like never before. While you were buying dish soap. There's more to imagine when you listen. Discover heart-stopping romance titles on Audible.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. C-R-E-D-I-T. Credit. That's credit. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Story time with the three best friends you never knew you had.
It's going to be a fun week as always. So much happening in the world, and that's where we thrive, I think, when there's a lot going on. So, again, thanks for being with us. Learn more about the show over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. We'll get into some of your dispatches here momentarily. Let's go over to Kathy Griffin. I guess people are responding to a video that she posted, and everybody's saying, well, are you leaving? Are you going to leave America? And
did she promise to? Was she on the list?
I don't think she did. She says she didn't. And I remember
They're
when
just demanding that she leaves.
Well, I think everybody just thinks that she said that. But when we were thinking earlier on, right before the election, we go, who are the people? Who are the people who have said this so far? And we didn't really have too many people who had come out on the record and said, if Trump wins, I'm leaving America.
I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to fact check for everybody. Mm-hmm. But when I was looking at last week, when I told you guys Rob Reiner was trending because he said he was going to set himself on fire.
I would, just for the record, rather leave the country than set myself on fire.
Yeah, of course.
Give him the choice, yeah.
But he was on these lists that people were posting, and they were long lists.
Of people who said they were going to leave?
Yeah. Billy Joe Armstrong, Whoopi Goldberg, I thought Bill Gates was on the list.
Really?
He just bet all that land.
I don't believe that.
I don't either. That's why I was like, this list seems way too long, but it's hard to, what am I going to do? Fact check 41 names? That'd take forever.
Yeah. I don't know if Kathy Griffin was on that list, but people thought that she said she was going to leave America, so she made a video. I had to tell you, I was watching this during the break. Her voice sounds so different now. I don't know why that is or what's going on there.
I thought she had something done or had some
Did she?
sort of illness. I may
It
be
sounds
wrong.
different. Her voice just sounds a little bit different than I'm used to. Or maybe I haven't heard her speak in a long time. Not really. It's not bad or rough. It's just a little bit different. Let's listen.
Hi,
Here she
everybody,
is.
it's me, Kathy.
It's not that high, thank God. Here she goes.
Hi, you guys. It's me, Kathy. Okay, so I am responding to a bunch of the comments that I've been getting. Look, sometimes I read the comments. Sometimes my security folks advise me to not read them. But look, I'm not leaving the country. All right? I never said that. I was never one of these celebrities, D-list or otherwise, that was like, and if Trump gets reelected, I'm leaving the country and I'm going here and I'm going to do this. Obviously, I didn't want him to win. But if you guys know my story at all...
You guys have so many theories on this Kathy Griffin thing. She had a stroke. She had lung cancer. All kinds of different suggestions here. There's a little bit different tone to her voice or something that I'm picking up on here. I don't know if that's related to one of those things or if those things even happen, but something just sounds different.
You know, just Google Kathy Griffin, Donald Trump. I've already tussled with him. I've tussled with him 7 years ago, and I prevailed, and I, just played Carnegie Hall 2 weeks ago, and by the way, literally kissed the stage. There's a big lipstick mark that's still there, probably.
Okay.
And,
fun fact.
What's going to happen now, especially with Project 2025, is yet to be seen how much they're going to do of it. But I definitely suggest that you read Project 2025. It's not that difficult of a read at all.
That's 1,000 pages, Kathy.
That's an easy read. Come on.
She goes, it's not that difficult of a read.
1,000 pages.
What makes something a difficult read then? This thing's like 1,000 pages long. That's a really difficult read for most people. People can't put the time together to watch TikTok videos anymore. They're not going to be able to do that.
Book, but I have had the knock at the door. So
Secret Service she's talking about.
Don't come at me and don't be talking to me about, you should be so scared, Kathy, and I'm sure you're packing your bags.
So she says, I'm not leaving the country. I was not one of the celebrities who said that. I can't recall any videos or anything of her doing that. I know obviously she hates Trump, but I didn't hear her say she was going to move.
Here's a tweet from November 7th that says, who wants to see celebrities keep their promises? This is Rob Reiner, promised to set himself on fire. It says Howard Stern promised to take his wig off. But then the list here, and I'll have to read these fast. George Clooney, Jennifer Lopez, Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Bad Bunny, Ricky Martin, Barbara Streisand, Leonardo DiCaprio, Eminem, Sarah Jessica Parker, Steven Spielberg, Whoopi Goldberg, Rosie O'Donnell, Jamie Lee Curtis, Jane Fonda, Ben Stiller, Matt Damon, Jennifer Aniston, Robert De Niro, Tom Hanks, Miley Cyrus, Bette Midler, Bruce Springsteen, Lady Gaga, Hillary Clinton, Nancy Pelosi, LeBron James, Billie Eilish, Stephen King, Julia Roberts, Meryl Streep, and Kevin Spacey.
Said that they were leaving the country.
According to this tweet.
According to this. All right, here we go. Ready? Let's go on this journey together here. Whoopi Goldberg was on the list. She said back in 2016, maybe it's time for me to move. I can afford to go. And then she, after Trump was elected in 2016, clarified her comments. She didn't say it since then. So they're talking about the last time Trump ran. John Legend and Chrissy Teigen, they said every once in a while you think about leaving, but they didn't say that they were going to leave. Barbara Streisand said, I can't live in this country if Trump becomes president, adding that she might move to England, so she would be on the list for sure. Cher said, I almost got an ulcer last time. If he gets in, who knows? This time I will leave. So Cher did say it. Amy Schumer said, my act will change because I need to learn to speak Spanish because I'll move to Spain or somewhere. And the one that really threw me was, okay. What, didn't you say Bill Gates?
One of these lists has Bill Gates on it. Yep.
Yeah. He's not on the one that I'm looking at here, or at least the corrections from Newsweek. Samuel L. Jackson says, if that MFer becomes president, I will move my black ass to South Africa. That was in 2015.
All right. As far as believable quotes, that seems very Sam.
He said he says that was a Kimmel skit, and he doesn't really feel that way. And a lot of these people were saying this at the previous elections, but there were some of them that said it. Actor Sharon Stone says, I'm certainly considering a house in Italy. I think that's an intelligent construct at this time.
Such a celebrity thing to say. I will consider buying an additional house outside of the country.
An Italian house. Why not?
Did either of you happen to catch the cold open to Saturday Night Live this weekend?
Yes. I just saw the clip, and it was fantastic.
It started off really somber, and
I thought it was going to be weird.
I thought it was going to be like the whole clip. They were just going to be like bemoaning the Donald Trump election.
Like it was going to be ice cold.
And
I did see this where they said we're really big fans.
They were like, we've been with you this whole time.
And then they're like, except for our new cast members, and name them.
And Michael Che, C-H-E.
And then they brought out, what was it, like super good looking and
buff.
Oh,
yes, super ripped Trump. They said their new Trump character, and it's the guy that does Donald Trump, came out like buff, like veins bulging, beautiful ripped Trump, and I'm new and improved ripped Trump.
That's kind of good. I like that. I saw some people saying that a couple of the segments were good from this past week, but I didn't get to see much of it yet. I'll probably catch up at some point. I was watching people here locally going crazy for, there's this big festival, EDC, that was in town.
Oh my God. What
Electric Daisy Carnival.
Some people watching I had this weekend, because I was working Orlando City in the Orlando Pride playoff games, and that was especially Saturday in between. It was sandwiched in between EDC with all the ravers and then Justin Timberlake, which was a lot.
I forgot.
I got to be honest, a lot of parents, I'd say. A lot
really?
Boomers.
Yeah, I mean, he thought his tour was going to be over after that DUI for a little while there. I forgot he was in town, but EDC was in town, and somebody on my timeline said the stages are crazy for EDC this year. And I went to look it up, and I saw three things. I saw, one, the stages are crazy at the Electric Daisy Carnival or whatever it is. They are wild and very impressive, and it's such a cool stage setup that they put out there. That's awesome. Two, was it more of a question from looking at a Twitter search of this? Are people allowed to be naked at this event? Because there was a lot of naked people on the
fully
timeline.
Nude or just so close to being nude?
They either had their boobs just out, or they had something you could see right through on. And I said, well, I don't even know what the rules are at this event. Maybe those people were just taking a picture like that really quickly and then covering back up, or
the thing I saw that I found super weird, and chime in if you are one of these people, if you actually experienced this, because I saw somebody, complaining about EDC on Facebook and said, I can hear it from my house in Altamont Springs.
Yeah,
and I go,
right.
Absolutely no chance in hell you can hear EDC from Altamont Springs. There's so much in between. Now, I just did the distance, and if I go from where EDC is to where it says Altamont Springs on the map, 8.73 miles straight line, right?
Uh-huh.
I live about 5.8 miles, and I went outside and I couldn't hear a damn thing.
I live even closer to you, and I couldn't hear a sound. And we tried
Did you try to hear it?
We did, actually. When we were walking around, we go, oh, it's EDC tonight. And we said, let's see if we can hear anything, and not a peep. But here's somebody, to your point, Celine, Ran on YouTube says, I was in Altamont Springs Costco 10 miles away at 4 p.m., and you could hear the bass booming inside Costco. How could that be the case? Maybe it was something else.
There had to have been something else in the area that was bassy.
Yeah, because that's pretty far. I did see a couple people posting the menus, and this is just the case now. It's just how it is. It's so expensive. Their drinks were so pricey.
Yikes. $17.50 for a 19-ounce White Claw.
Yeah, a White Claw, 19 ounces. It's a bigger White Claw, but $17.50 for one White Claw. And then the Surge version, same thing, $17 for that. An imported
You almost kind of
beer,
have to buy the Surge.
Yeah, why not? An imported beer, 25 ounces, $17.50. And if you want a double, like say you want a vodka soda or a Captain and Diet or anything like that, a single is $16.50 and a double is $27.
I've been to events where a double is a double. It's double.
Yeah.
You just pay for 2.
It's just so much. And a liquid death water, $5. That starts to feel like a bargain when you're looking at all these other prices here.
And based on looking at the people walking into the, they were just going to be drinking water.
Yeah, probably. It seems like there's a lot of people who are going to be there for the long haul and might be doing some other things whilst there. But it's a pricey affair over at that event. And those folks seem like they're having fun. They seem harmless. The only thing that happens is every single year, a lot of people get their cell phones stolen. I don't know
they
why.
did some extra security for that.
Did they?
In the sense where they were having, it took a little bit longer to get in, but they were actually like weighing the bags. They're like, people will put stuff on top of other things because we know they're stealing phones, but it took just like a little bit longer, and they're like weighing and comparing to what the average bag would feel like versus one with 6 phones that don't belong to you.
They're doing this on
weighing
the way
the bags
out?
on the way out?
No, on the way in. I don't know. I just saw the TikTok clip for it, but
it must have been on the way out because that would make more sense at least, unless they had some kind of tool to help them steal it that they were looking for. I did see people getting it stolen though. These damn festivals, you got to watch out. You got to make sure your phone is on lockdown because it will get stolen. Speaking of phones, there are a lot of mystery reports from the police and law enforcement. They're saying, and Sealand, I need some help on this one here. Cops are saying that iPhones that they have in custody are rebooting themselves. And when they reboot themselves, there's more security and it makes cracking the iPhones more difficult to do. And
rebooting themselves.
Yeah, I had never heard of this. So this says a document seen by 404 Media theorized that iPhones rebooted a short amount of time when removed from a cellular network, potentially around 24 hours. According to the document, one of the iPhones was even in airplane mode, and one was inside what is called a Faraday box, a type of container that blocks electronic signals from reaching the phone. They were still able to update and have the extra security so the officers couldn't get into the phone any longer. And there was this weird thing that they were saying. Here's where I want to know if you know anything about this, Sealand. You've done some beta testing and some other things. They're saying that iPhones can get these updates because if they sense another phone in close range, it will connect to it and then connect to the internet and get the update, I guess, to patch it. Have you ever heard of anything like that?
No. I know that the iPhones that are near each other talk to each other because that's how AirTags work. So if an AirTag doesn't have connection to the internet. It only has connection to phones. So what you need for the AirTag to work is a sort of mesh system where I leave an AirTag in the studio there and it tells Sabrina's phone that it's there, and then when I look on my phone, I get the data that came from Sabrina's phone that the AirTag is there.
Well, think about an entire evidence closet of phones.
Is that using Sabrina's wireless connection though?
Yeah.
That's weird that they do that.
And it's also this could very well be people logging into their iCloud, doing Find My Phone, which also has the feature of erase everything on that phone. I'm never going to find it again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of this happening like this, but I guess that is something that can happen. And it's affecting the police who are trying to look through these phones. Also,
real good drug dealer features.
Amazon is now trying something new for their drivers. They want their drivers to wear smart eyeglasses that will guide them to, around, and within buildings. So Amazon is so focused on getting things to you fast and effectively that now when you're an Amazon driver, you have the thing that's giving you the turn-by-turn directions and telling you where to go for the easiest, fastest route. And now let's say you have a delivery inside a building. You have these smart glasses on, and inside the building, it will tell you which way to turn. You turn left at the end of the hall.
Nice.
Turn right now. Go over here. This is where the building is that you drop these packages off at, so they don't have to search for the location, which is kind of crazy that they will be able to do this.
Does that mean they have layouts of every building?
Maybe, or they get them after one delivery driver goes there, and then they know what the inside. They're mapping the inside of all these locations, is what it sounds like to me. If you're an Amazon driver and you're trying this out, let us know what that's like. Let us know what this accomplishes. And everybody else, when we come back, we're going to hear from you and the dispatches I promised a long time ago. We've got a woman who is getting a lot of heat for how she orders her food at a restaurant, your emails, anonymous and otherwise, and a whole bunch more coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio. It is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Russ, if Ryan gets a speedboat, the next day's headline is going to be this: Captain Corn Carney causes carnage at Causeway.
Ah, damn, he did it.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Travel with caution and expect delays. Multiple lanes are locked, affecting northbound and southbound lanes on Semorin Boulevard between Lake Underhill and Colonial Drive. There's stop-and-go traffic on I-4 eastbound in the Champions Gate area. Traffic is slowing down on Florida's Turnpike northbound, approaching I-75 there. And there's delays on Florida's Turnpike southbound between the Greenway and US 192. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Lenovo.com.
If a Lenovo computer's on your holiday list, make Lenovo.com your first stop. Find amazing deals on ThinkPad X1 Carbon Gen 12 laptops and get the best PC prices of the season. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Folks, if you're looking for something fun, interesting, and different to do this weekend, I've got the perfect thing for you. A collection of some of the most unique vehicles you will ever see in your life. Like Mario Andretti's Formula One race car. See it in person at this amazing event. You'll see the hottest new cars, new trucks, new luxury vehicles and SUVs. You can test drive some of these. You'll see the latest cutting-edge vehicle tech. It's at the Central Florida International Auto Show. The Central Florida International Auto Show. It is going down this weekend, the 14th through the 17th. It's at the Convention Center. Get your tickets now at OrlandoAutoShow.com.
Prescription products require completion of an online consultation with an independent healthcare provider and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. See website for more details and safety information.
Is Cialis Daily really better than Viagra?
If you like spontaneity, the answer is yes. So when the mood strikes, you're ready to go.
I felt like a young man again. My wife is definitely much happier.
When you take it, you're ready to go.
Does Cialis Daily last longer than Viagra?
Guys are raving that their results last even longer.
My partner thinks that I am a rock star.
Because it is effective, I say I'm on a second honeymoon.
It's literally life-changing.
Are 30-day sample packs available?
You can now access a 30-day sample pack at TryRexMD.com with generics at just $1 per tablet, if appropriate. Online approval at TryRexMD.com is simple, with medication delivered direct to your door. There's no copay, no doctor office visit, and your shipping is always free. Visit TryRexMD.com to get your sample pack. That's TryRexMD.com.
How are you celebrating Veterans Day? At Navy Federal Credit Union, we have a couple ideas. You could help support not-for-profits like The Mission Continues, an organization that helps veterans utilize their skills in new ways. Or you could just show a veteran some love and support, like we do every day for over 2 million veteran members. Learn more at NavyFederal.org/veterans. Active duty veterans and their families can join. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
Hey guys, Jim Colbert here for Life Imaging FLA. You know, every time I scoot to the table during Thanksgiving dinner, I am thankful for another year of eating wonderful food with family and friends, and that is what life is all about. But if you don't take care of yourself, those will be limited experiences, and that's where Life Imaging FLA comes in with their free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value, and look, what happens is this. They give you a glimpse inside to make sure your heart is healthy. When I got my scan, my heart was fine, but there were other issues we found. Took that to my primary care doctor, and off we go into taking care of me for years to come. And while you're there, it's imperative. Ask about their cancer screening as well. And remember, there are no dyes or injections. You don't have to take your clothes off. The entire process only takes a few minutes. And it's easy to make your appointment. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say the keyword free heart scan. That's right, dial pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. They will connect you in seconds. Guys, make that call today. Take care of your long-term health care with Life Imaging FLA. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto-dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Is it a cold, allergies, or could it be a sinus issue? Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you find out. A recent study has shown that 45% of patients who suffer from allergies also suffer from chronic sinus issues that are often left untreated. So ditch those nasal sprays and over-the-counter meds for good and find a solution that actually works. The specialists at Aspire Allergy and Sinus make it easy by identifying the problem and creating a custom plan to tackle it. Go to aspireallergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Save up to 50% on select security systems with SafeTouch Security. With upgrades like remote door locks, video doorbell, thermostat control, and camera, all controlled by your MySafeTouch app. Visit safetouch.com. State license number EF200002049.
Hey, this is Kyle Brandt. You're busy. I'm busy. But every single Monday, we take 10 minutes to dish out 10 takes. NFL, life, whatever, but never more than 10 minutes. It's 10 takes with Kyle Brandt. Driving home from work? You got time for 10 takes. Taking a smoke break? You still smoke? You got time for 10 takes.
Listen to 10 Takes with Kyle Brandt on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search 10 Takes with Kyle Brandt and start listening.
New South Window Solutions. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Visit newsouthwindow.com.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. C-R-E-D-I-T. Credit. That's credit. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Documenting and contributing to the decline in American culture. This
way, I promise this time. About to click play on some of those, and also emails that are rolling into tips@thenewsjunkie.com. It's feedback time, and we will be getting to those in a moment. But first, a woman is going viral online, and a lot of people hate this lady. I want to see what everybody thinks about it. I don't know why you would hate her. If she's being legit, it seems fine to me. She just posted it on social media. But this is a woman who's ordering her meal at a restaurant, and she says she has over 100 things that she's allergic to, or like 100 allergies.
God, bless her soul for going to anywhere.
She says that she has to order in this particular way because she's only able to eat 14 foods. That's how allergic she is to everything.
No.
There's only 14 things she can eat.
She filming herself?
Somebody else is filming her as she's ordering here at the table.
She's allergic to having a phone in her hand.
Right. Makes sense.
She's sitting there in this booth, and it's a little hard to hear, so I'll try to fill in the gaps where I can. But she starts to say, like, here's what I want, okay?
So I have a lot of allergies, but can I get the Dover sole, but with no mushroom and no lemon sauce?
So she said, I have a lot of allergies. Can I get the Dover sole, which is a fish, with no mushroom, no lemon sauce? So she wants this thing, like, just plain. The little secret for you is in a lot of places, you can't even get that.
Yeah.
Because the items that they have come prepared. They don't, like, sometimes you'll go, can I get this without X, Y, or Z? And they'll go, nope, it's all together. It's all pre-made. And
sometimes they'll put that on the menu. They'll say no substitutions.
Yeah. They'll be clear about that. So
yeah,
she's saying,
but in this case, these aren't substitutions. These are just stuff you don't want.
But if they like marinate, or I'm no cook, but if they have that all prepared ahead of time, and that's just kind of throwing it on the flat top or the grill or fire,
you can't strip it away.
Correct.
There are things that are already locked in.
I just want it completely plain.
I want it completely plain.
It's going to be lightly breaded.
Oh, I can't have that. Is there no way of doing it completely plain?
already going to be prepped?
Said it's already going to be prepped, and then he's offering up some different suggestions for this woman.
To do the black bass, salmon's celiac, or just doing the free? Celiac. So salmon, you don't got to modify anything other than this?
So he says salmon, and then she goes, I can't eat salmon. That's off the list. And all these people who are watching this video are like, this woman is so annoying, so obnoxious. Aside from the fact that they're filming it, which is just kind of filming her experience, if it's true that she's really allergic to that stuff, what's
the
what she's supposed to
alternative?
do?
Well, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, she's filming it for a reason.
Yeah.
I do believe that she knew that this was going to happen.
Definitely. I think so.
It sucks if she's with over 100 allergies and like going out to dinner is a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, personally, to avoid something like this, I feel like a call ahead wouldn't be too much of a hurt on everyone's part. Like, if you can let them know, hey, this is where I'm coming from. Any chance you could just leave a plain ass piece of fish on the side for me? My reservation's at 8.
Yeah. It's let them know ahead of time so the waiter's aware of allergies. Sometimes they
just
do
because
that.
she has allergies doesn't mean she shouldn't be able to go out to dinner. But
some people think that, though. I've heard people argue that, and they'll go, if you have this many allergies, don't be going to the restaurant. You should just eat at home. You should eat at home because it's dangerous for you to go out there and eat. So people brought that argument up when we were talking about this person that died at the Irish restaurant.
Yeah.
Because there was stuff in their food that they were deathly allergic to. I think it was a nut or something that was in the food. And they said, if you're that allergic, you shouldn't be going out to these restaurants. I don't think that's fair.
I think that, but for different reasons. I think if you're that allergic, I would want to not go to restaurants out of an abundance of caution. You don't know if the thing that they've prepped for you has been in contact with other things. Like if you're that like deathly allergic, like a couple crumbs of peanut will take your life. I think you would just be better off not going. I don't think
I don't disagree with you, but I'm saying, if somebody is allergic and then they choose to go to the restaurant, what are they supposed to do?
That's fine. They're supposed to do what this woman is doing.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with what she's doing here. If this is true, is she lying about all of this, or is she just kind of in this weird zone where a lot of people who think they have celiac disease have never been tested, and many of them don't actually have celiac disease? But if she legitimately has all of these things, this is what you would have to do, or you just can't go out ever. You can't go out and eat in a restaurant ever because of the allergies that you have. So they work out some deal, and she literally just gets a fish with nothing, no salt, no pepper.
Oh, it pains me.
All you can get is just a plain-ass fish with absolutely nothing on it. It says, woman with over 1,000 or 100 rather allergies divides the internet after showing how she orders at restaurants. She was diagnosed with, I've never heard of this before, mast cell activation syndrome when she was 18, a condition that causes the body to release too many chemical agents. It can sometimes lead to anaphylaxis or near anaphylaxis attacks, which is why she has all these allergies, they said.
Yeah, I mean, it's popping up now as far as searching for it.
I never heard of that
American
before.
Academy of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology has listed it as a serious condition, and the diagnosis is based on symptoms. So it's like you don't know it until you have diarrhea, shortness of breath, vomiting, abdominal pain, flushing, itching, wheezing, and swelling.
Diarrhea.
All those things sound bad. Aaron on YouTube says, it's not fair to a restaurant. I just took a whole class on this. The person takes the risk and the business will do their best, but it's not guaranteed. Well, of course it's not guaranteed, but there's only two ways as far as I see it to look at this. If somebody has severe allergies, you either say the business should try to accommodate them and the business can set their own rules. Like, I'm sorry, ma'am, we don't have anything that can accommodate your allergies and we don't want you to get sick. Or you say that these people should never even be able to try, like they shouldn't go to restaurants at all. That one I don't agree with. If the restaurant wants to allow them to eat there and wants to offer up some option like they did for this woman, who cares? Why do I want to get in the way of that transaction? What do I give a damn? Everybody is an adult agreeing on what's happening here. if she's faking it all, then that's super annoying. But I don't have any reason to believe that as of right now. All right, let's go over to you, some dispatches that we're working in. We were talking about some things that could happen in Biden's final 2 months here. And one of the suggestions was that Biden step down. I don't know if this will ever happen, but they were talking about it on CNN and make Kamala Harris the president for question mark reasons. Here's BDMP.
I am fully on board with Biden stepping down just for the craziness of everybody being pissed off that all their Trump merchandise is wrong. That he's not the 47th president, he'll be the 48th. I think that would be hilarious.
I didn't think about that right off, but a bunch of people responded
That's
with that.
That's a little bit of the chaos. That would be the chaos reasons to do something like this.
And it would be true. It would make Kamala Harris the 47th president, and then Trump wouldn't be 45 and 47, he'd be 48.
It sounded like that CNN guy wanted Biden to step down and have Kamala be president for a couple weeks, just so she doesn't have to go through the process of certifying all the votes that weren't in her favor. Mm-hmm. That seems like a big stretch for just to, not have her have that inconvenience. It'd be super disappointing for her.
Can't they have somebody else do that job?
Yeah.
Or it has to fall on the vice president, I guess?
It's the vice president.
She seems like she'll be fine with it. And so far, she's responded by reaching out to Trump. And, even this weekend, I saw people go, Kamala Harris is raising money. The internet is a hellscape, man, full of lies and crazy things.
They take no pauses at all.
No, it's a machine.
To take a breath. And all these conspiracy theories and what's going to happen and if she did this or what's the ruckus. And it has been not even a week.
No, and there's so many weird ones. One was that I saw Kamala Harris is now currently fundraising for a recount. She's not going to just give up the election. She wants a recount, and they're trying to raise money for it. So I go look at the source page, the funding thing, and I see, there is something here. It says some of the money that you donate will be going to this Kamala recount thing. But the recount is for very close elections. Like there was one, I think, in Pennsylvania. It's not for the presidential election. It's
House
not related
Senate,
at all.
Right? Or
it's for like 2 or 3 races that were razor thin margins, and they wanted to fund a recount effort in those states. You don't even really need to fund a recount.
I was going to say, what's the cost of a recount?
You don't really need to.
Time?
Maybe like time and effort and getting legal people on board or what have you. But it was just a fake story. And so many times people fall for these things. And you might have, your friends might have. Next one. Here is Diver Steve talking about the veterans thing. If you missed this, Michael Strahan. How could he do it? He was right by all these other NFL players, and he didn't put his hand over his heart during the national anthem. This is, I think, a veteran who wants to join. Hello?
Good morning, News Junkie. I just wanted to weigh in on that, holding the hand over the heart. I'm a veteran of the Cold War and love this country, and I'd love to show my respect to the flag and our national anthem and ceremonies. However, it doesn't infuriate me if somebody's not holding their hand over their heart, just as long as they're quiet.
Shocker.
I respect your feelings to feel the way you feel about our country, or maybe you're not a U.S. citizen yet, or there's other things going on. However, respect my feelings too, and just be quiet during this time. And then everything's hunky-dory. What this world needs is a lot more common decency. I hope everybody has a good day.
Thank you, Diver Steve. Appreciate you.
Is that quiet everywhere or just at the sporting event?
I guess
if you're at a bar watching a game.
Gotta shut up? Oh, no. I violated that before. I've definitely spoken or said something during the national anthem, I'm sure.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. Here's 2 tickets to Pound Town.
What up, News Junkies?
Hey.
I hate getting on the high horse with this, but as a veteran, here's my 2 cents on the Michael Strahan thing. Anybody who's never served and done all the stupid BS that we have to do, they can be quiet about the hand on the heart stuff. As a veteran, if you're offended by this, that obviously tells me that you've never avoided colors at the end of the day or done any S-baggery when it comes to that kind of stuff. Because I can tell you from my 2 cents, one of the most annoying things was the waking up early and before PT having to sing all the stupid BS just to show my allegiance. It's annoying. It's stupid. And that's my 2 cents. That's all I got. Deuces.
That's his 2 cents. Thank you, 2 tickets to Pound Town. Appreciate you.
Sing a bunch of stuff.
Veterans Day, I guess so. I guess they kind of poke them, prod them, wake them up, and make them sing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That seems dated. Just make them fit for war. Get them ready for whatever we have to do here. All right, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, jury duty is on the horizon, and somebody accidentally, well, they said something on television. It wasn't supposed to go on air. It was a hot mic moment. I got it for you. We'll play that. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
This weekend, Real Radio 104.1 smells like the 90s. Classic alternative this weekend on Real Radio.
Head coach, you could see it coming. They have no offensive identity, and Caleb is clearly now regressing. In D.C. and Denver, you're seeing continual growth with Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix. You saw it with Drake May against Caleb yesterday. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With a super low down payment to get started, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote today at directauto.com. Down payments vary. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will.
When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now, during our Veterans Day sale, save 40% on the Sleep Number Special Edition smart bed, plus free home delivery with any base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
I occasionally have nerve discomfort in my hands, so the things I love to do...
Let's play something, Grandma.
...became difficult as I got older.
If you have occasional stabbing and burning in your hands and feet, try Nervive Nerve Relief. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use. Say yes to healthy nerves with Nervive Nerve Relief. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Premier Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Hi, folks. Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer. Many of you are hurting after the hurricanes. These storms cause so much pain, and if you have property damage, there's 2 things I need you to know. First, we already have scam artists out there making all kinds of promises to homeowners if you just sign a few forms. Don't sign anything. Don't let anyone going door to door scam you into signing anything. Second, if you have hurricane damage and you haven't contacted your insurance company, please do that now. My job is to help you hold people accountable, including insurance companies, contractors, or anyone else. Call 877 MyFLCFO. That's 877-693-5236. Or go to preparefl.com with questions or to report abuse. This is a public service announcement from Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer.
Hey, Central Florida, if you want a nicer, newer car, get ready. My prices are dropping. RC Hill here. It's autumn, and I want to help you rake in some savings. At RC Hill Mitsubishi, we're focused on affordability. My finance specialists hustle hard to help you find a low rate and a monthly payment that fits your budget. That's what my Perfect Payment program is all about. Save huge on a new 2024 Mitsubishi with a lifetime warranty and 2 years of free factory maintenance. Or check out over 200 certified used cars, SUVs, and sports cars. Plus, at RC Hill, you get your price and payment in 15 minutes. So if you hate your current ride, leave it behind. And I'll take it even if it's rusted or busted. And I'll give you way over trade value. But hurry, don't leave me hanging. A deal this good won't last long. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. RC Hill Mitsubishi and Used Car Superstore. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com. And if you need to sell your car today, visit rchillbuyscars.com. We pay you on the spot.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced.
This November, give thanks for the gift of clear vision with a free LASIK consultation at the Filatowski Eye Institute. They've been serving Central Florida for over 30 years, helping thousands see life in high definition. Don't let poor vision blur your holiday memories. Simply text 1041 to 868686 today and take advantage of their 24-month interest-free financing. Schedule your free consultation now, and you could be seeing clearly by Christmas. The Filatowski Eye Institute, bringing Central Florida into focus for over 3 decades. Text 1041 to 868686 for your free LASIK consultation now.
Greetings from Daytona, where a band of dreamers took a strip of beach and turned it into a proving ground. The great American race, where year after year, greatness is the destination.
Drivers, start your engines, let's go!
So book your experience and soak in 500 miles of history and tradition. The Daytona 500, February 16th, 2025. Secure your seats now at Daytona500.com.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. So at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $30 a line when you buy 2. That's just $60 a month for 2 unlimited lines. So if you're 50 and up, make the switch and save. Come on, you've earned this. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today. Requires 2 lines of service, age validation, and credit approval, subject to system and area limits, taxes, and other fees apply.
Only at Lowe's, MVP's Pro Rewards members can get a volume discount on eligible orders as low as $1,500. Discount on eligible products only and reflected in quote. Restrictions apply. See Pro Desk for details. MVP's Pro Rewards program subject to terms.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Join in on the chaos. We eagerly await your dispatch. This
Big thanks to J. Lachlan McKinnon, the latest Secret Show subscriber. Appreciate you. Learn how to unlock secret shows over at thenewsjunkie.com. Jury duty coming up in just a moment here. We'll get caught up with everything happening in courtrooms that we need to keep an eye on. Very quickly, tips at thenewsjunkie.com. This is Phil, and he says, I'm a veteran. I couldn't give 2 craps about what Michael Strahan did or didn't do and not putting his hand over his heart during the national anthem. People get all worked up over nonsense these days. People are offended just to be offended, and it's tiring. True. It's been going on for a decade. I put my hand over my heart for the anthem, and so does my family, but we don't look down on anybody who doesn't do that. Everybody can do whatever they want. I do get a little irritated when people are talking over it when it's at a live event, but I don't voice my opinion to anyone. It's not going to ruin my day. Thank you for the email. One more real quick. This is from Mike. Mike says, I don't know how or when it started, but putting your hand over your heart is for the Pledge of Allegiance. It's not for the national anthem. As a sign of respect, we stand and remove our hats during the national anthem, but it's not necessary that you put your hand over your heart. This is relatively new. We never did that when I was a kid, says Mike. Thank you for the info. Let's jump into it. Here we go. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
Jury duty brought to you by the one, the only Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO, or go to justcallmo.com. After an accident, there's lots of attorneys out there. How about this? Make the smart decision. Pick an attorney that's going to be real with you and hear your story and fight for you. That's the most important thing, and that's what you're going to get with Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go, just call Mo. Oh, it's 1-800-CALL-MO. I forgot. 800-CALL-MO.
Nice.
800-CALL-MO. Let's give an update on the Diddy story, which is ever present and just unending. And I wanted to try to see if I could find this because I'd seen it before. Diddy tried to propose another bail package. He's trying to get out of prison. He's trying to get out before the case.
Celebrated his 55th in prison, I saw.
Did he? He's behind bars, and he does not want to be. He's applied for bail for a fourth time, and this time, here's what he says. He says it's a $50 million bail package backed by his Florida mansion in the hopes that he'll be released after being held there for the past 8 weeks. In this court filing, they said it's going to be backed up by $48 million of his Miami home, co-signed by several of his family members. If he was released, Diddy would be monitored around the clock by security personnel. He would be subject to home detention and have no contact with alleged victims or witnesses. They said he would also only spend time with family members or approved people, and he would not have access to the internet, and he would not have access to any kind of social media profiles or anything like that.
That's great. So those are the conditions typically when you're on house arrest. So
he's saying that he'll go so far, Sabrina, that he's going to pay for all of this himself, and he'll prove to you that he is not a flight risk. But I don't know what the judge is going to say. They've denied them 3 times.
Until he pays somebody to kidnap himself and take him out of the country.
It says Mr. Combs and his legal team have full confidence in the facts and the integrity of the judicial process. In court, the truth will prevail. That Mr. Combs never sexually assaulted or trafficked anyone, man or woman, adult or minor.
If he wanted to flee, what country would he go to?
Ooh.
Somebody that doesn't have an extradition deal with the U.S.
Where it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of where, like Russia would be one. If he went to Russia.
Could you imagine?
That's what Edward Snowden did, and obviously he's been able to steer clear of U.S. authorities over there.
Where was WikiLeaks guy?
That's him. Edward Snowden is the WikiLeaks guy.
Why did
he's
they
in
know?
Russia.
I thought it was somebody else. Maybe not. It was
others.
the other guy that was living in he would just wave out the window of the embassy or something.
Oh, you're talking about Julian Assange,
yes.
The guy who created WikiLeaks. Yeah, he was at the embassy
in Russia as well.
See, I looked this up because I don't want to screw it up, but I thought he was at the Ecuadorian embassy in England. I could be absolutely wrong about that, so I definitely want to fact check this.
Ecuador embassy was one of the things that came up as a suggested search.
But was it the Ecuador embassy in England?
In London, yeah.
In London. Okay.
Embassy of Ecuador in London. Granted asylum by Ecuador in August of 2012 on the grounds of political persecution. And then it was just last year or the year before that he left.
Yeah, that they've
it's almost 10 years that he was there.
Yeah, he was there for a long time, and they said he was living in there with like a cat in one room, and they said he stunk. They got tired of him being there because he stunk and he didn't take care of himself, and he would have women go in there and he'd have sex with them. And there was all kinds of rumors about what was going on with that dude.
On the list that Google came up with for countries without extradition, he has Montenegro, Iran, Morocco, Guinea, Vietnam, China, Ukraine. Probably would not want to pick Ukraine. It says China.
Yeah, no, I believe China. That makes sense. I'm trying to think where the best place for a criminal to be is, though. With China, I mean, you could live big in China if he could get his money over here, get his assets over here, but he probably should lose all that. Cambodia, less of a good time. If you want to
Ethiopia,
if you want to shoot a rocket launcher at a cow, Cambodia is your place. That's the spot to get that done. If you want to live like you're living in the U.S., that's a more difficult thing.
It says Cuba here, but you'd think that Cuba, stuff could change eventually.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you're opened up to things if they make a deal. That's not good for him. Not that I really care. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, something just happened to a Spirit Airlines flight that I don't think I've ever seen before in my time on this planet, and it is frightening. What is it? We'll dive into that. We got to get into this hot mic moment where this guy on sports television, he said something that he did not think was going to be broadcast.
The FanDuel.
It was. I don't know if it's a FanDuel guy.
I might have two stories.
That'd be good.
I'll send it over to you.
Yeah, because this was on TC Live. I don't even know what the hell that is, but maybe we got more. That'd be great if we had two. Perhaps two different hot mic moments coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
All lanes are blocked due to an accident on Colonial Drive eastbound between Dean Road and Rouse Road. There's an earlier accident on Summerlin Boulevard still causing a bit of commotion between Colonial Drive and Lake Underhill Road. Traffic is slowing down on I-4 before US 27 and after State Road 429, and there's delays southbound on Florida's Turnpike between the Greenway and US 192. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer a full suite of nursing programs from pre-licensure to doctoral, online and on campus. Programs vary by campus. Learn more at rasmussen.edu/Florida.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now, during our Veterans Day sale, save 40% on the Sleep Number Special Edition smart bed, plus free home delivery with any base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
I occasionally have nerve discomfort in my hands, so the things I love to do...
Let's play something, Grandma.
...became difficult as I got older.
If you have occasional stabbing and burning in your hands and feet, try Nervive Nerve Relief. Nervive's clinically studied dose of alpha-lipoic acid reduces occasional nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days with continued daily use. Say yes to healthy nerves with Nervive Nerve Relief. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
How long have you been thinking about going solar? With power bills soaring higher and higher than ever, it's time to think about what you can save instead of what you're spending. Each year you wait, you could be losing thousands. This year alone, prices have jumped over 10%. Isn't it time you own your own power or solar source? With over 40 years in business, Solar Source has over 60,000 installations right here in Central Florida. They've had the same phone number since 1984. It's no wonder this company is the one I trust. I started with a pool heater solar, and now I'm thrilled that Solar Source has a pay-as-you-go system. I can save monthly, and it starts at $99. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 689-305-2853. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 689-305-2853. That's 689-305-2853.
An evening of entertainment and hope awaits at the 24th Annual Dancing for Diabetes Show on November 16th at the Dr. Phillips Center for the Performing Arts. Get your tickets now at touchedbytype1.org.
Bring your forecast into focus with West 2 News on CW18 and meteorologist Kellyanne Class.
My focus is on your day, every day.
West 2 News Sunrise on CW18. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10.
Let's watch TV.
What do you want to watch?
Big Bang. It's one of my all-time favorites.
Kick your night off with a bang.
Every night at 7 o'clock.
Bang, bang. Let the good times roll.
Sounds like a party. Did someone say party? Party's my middle name.
You know you want to watch.
I'm so excited, but I just can't hide it.
The Big Bang Theory, tonight at 7, only on CW18.
I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. What are you talking about?
Covering Central Florida, so you never miss a moment of what's happening. Every night at 10, Michelle Imparato, Jesse Pagan, and First Warning Chief Meteorologist Tony Manalfi. West 2 News at 10 on CW18. Local, live, late breaking.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news. We offer HELOCs and home equity lines of credit with scores as low as 640. Find out if you're qualified today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.
Get up to 50% off New South windows and doors. Visit our showroom on November 16th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. for 40% off. Want that extra 10% off? Show your U.S. military ID or bring a Toys for Tots donation. Visit newsouthwindow.com/50 for details.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you matter. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, deposit. DEPOSIT, deposit. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Radio. Watching the world burn with some friends since 2007. This
to all the veterans who are hanging out with us today and enjoying the show. Hopefully, one would say, hopefully you're enjoying the show. You can join us with the dispatch if you want by going to thenewsjunkie.com and hitting record on your first dispatch right now.
Give us your favorite war story.
Real quick before we get into these, I guess, news bloopers, I could call them, because they're not both hot mic moments, but they are
ups.
There's slip-ups on the news, so we'll call them news
I think I saw one of them.
Did you already? I've got a couple layers to these, but you can always email the show, and we're going to get to emails and dispatches before we wrap everything up today and try to work a lot more feedback in.
One of them involve a Denver team?
Not this one. No. This one, let's start with this, okay? This is a tennis match, and they're covering some tennis news, and a guy does not know that he is being broadcast, and he makes a personal comment about a particular female tennis player. Let's see if we can hear it here.
What do you think I am, Barbora Krejcikova? Look at the forehead when Krejcikova and Jung take the court. Gatehead.
I don't think he knows.
I don't think anyone knows. The makeup gal's there.
Yeah, he's on a Zoom screen in the background, and you could hear him talking about this tennis player. He's like, get a load of the forehead on this tennis player, and he's being broadcast during this shot.
What do you think I am, Barbora Krejcikova. Look at the forehead when Krejcikova and Jung.
All right, so this is the woman that he's talking about. This woman is not happy with the comments that have been made here. And
rude. He
was discussing this lady and making those comments about her, and she has responded. All right, Barbora Krejcikova. I think that's the way he said it, so that's what I'm trying with. She says
Krejcikova.
Krejcikova? Okay. Barbora Krejcikova. She says, you might have heard about recent comments made on the Tennis Channel during the WTA finals coverage that focused on my appearance rather than my performance. As an athlete who has devoted herself to this sport, it was disappointing to see this type of unprofessional conduct and commentary. This isn't the first time something like this is happening in the sports world. I've often chosen not to speak up, but I believe it's time to address the need for respect and professionalism in sports media. You hear that, sportos? These moments distract from the true essence of the sport and the dedication all athletes bring to the field. I love tennis deeply, and I want to see it represented in a way that honors the commitment we make to compete at this level. She is not thrilled with this guy making fun of her forehead, and she wants people to know. That was one. The other was on FanDuel, and a woman named Michelle Beadle, Beadle.
This is the one I was thinking of.
This is it? This is
what did you say, though? What team?
Involved a Denver team.
Denver, yeah.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, the Denver team is the Nuggets.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Just want to get that out there and be clear. The Denver Nuggets is the team that she was trying to talk about.
She was talking with Lou Williams and Chandler Parsons.
All right.
Lou Williams, also, a former basketball player. Chandler Parsons as well. Chandler was played for Dallas. And Lou Williams played for the Atlanta Hawks.
And does she still have a job?
According to Yahoo, she does. And she even posted saying the moment you say something incorrectly and your entire career flashes while your co-hosts die.
I think you get an idea of where this is going, but here she is talking about the Denver Nuggets.
Michael Porter Jr. recently said, I don't like this, that if the Nuggets don't win this, that was a good one. Don't try to get me on that. They might have to break up the team.
I like how she immediately looks over at those guys like, good.
That's because both of them almost broke their necks looking at her.
Oh, God. Obviously an accident.
But they rip her apart. They're having a good time with her as she is.
Lou, are you buying that this is the last
right here they address it?
The Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, I'm buying it.
Nuggets.
I'm buying it. Beta, you're going to be in trouble today.
That's not fair.
This guy's rolling on her.
Thing. It's not even a word.
Sounded like it.
You would love that.
Anyways, I'm buying it. All good things come to an end.
I don't like hearing it, though.
And it feels like
Hold on, let me go back.
We didn't like hearing that word.
She goes, I don't like hearing it, though.
Good things come to an end.
I don't like hearing it, though.
And it feels like we didn't like hearing it either.
Nice. Oh, tough to be on a live broadcast and make a big mistake like that. We haven't done that around here.
Lou assured her she's covered in the club and nobody's going to say anything.
Yeah, he says it at the end. I mean, the comments back and forth, completely expected. Is like, well, I don't mistakenly say words I don't use behind closed doors. That's like a big liked comment. I mean,
sometimes it just falls out of your mouth, and I don't think it implies really anything in this case. That seems like just a complete terrible accident. We're piecing words together, and then it doesn't look very good.
I can't imagine the amount of heat that is going through her body as she's just trying to push through.
My favorite kind of canceled story is not this kind, because I think people are pretty much over this simple, dumb stuff where, look what somebody said, a slip of the tongue, and then you go after him. My favorite used to be when somebody would tweet something and then they'd be on a flight, and so they didn't know. Mm-hmm. There was one young woman who tweeted out something that went viral, and she was flying, and by the time she landed, her life was in shambles.
Oh, yeah.
She had lost her job.
It was like the girl that's like, you guys aren't real. This isn't real.
Oh,
and she happened to go on a cruise right afterwards with no reception. to find out how viral she had gone. My favorite news flub, slip of the tongue, was the story, and this is many years old at this point, story of the officer who was killed on duty. And the anchor was like, Sergeant DD Mega Doo-Doo.
They didn't realize.
And then they just kept going. The point where that was a Halloween costume. I don't know how, but it was.
That's when you put so much faith into your teleprompter people that you don't even question it.
DD Mega Doo-Doo.
You have never seen this?
No. I have. I remember that.
Celine, it's a classic.
Hang on, maybe I can bring it up.
Just DD.
Just have to spell DD Mega Doo-Doo?
It'll pop up on YouTube for sure.
Yeah, when I put in DD, it went right to it. Is this...
That's it.
This is the top one?
Yeah.
You'll notice new signage along I-64 today. Take a look. The section between the 3rd and 9th Street exits along the riverfront has been named in honor of LMPD Detective Didi Mingado. She died along that stretch, you'll remember, Christmas Eve 2018 when another driver hit her cruiser.
I guess I'm wrong. Where's the lady who did it?
Yeah, I want the actual one. This is it right here.
To say their final goodbyes to this fallen Louisville police officer, D.D. Mega Doo-Doo. I'm sorry.
Okay, at least she immediately knew that was incorrect.
One more time, please.
The idea that she pronounced every single bit of that is what makes that so great to me.
I'm sorry.
And I could see in her eyes that she was like, I want to say Mega Doo-Doo. I don't want to say Mega Doo-Doo, but I'm going to say Mega
To say their final goodbyes to this fallen Louisville police officer, D.D. Mega Doo-Doo. I'm sorry, Mangudu. To say their final...
God, that's tough. D.D. Mega...
Never worked another day in the news industry.
She at least knew immediately that was like, no, that didn't come out right. Meanwhile...
I'm going to go to the bathroom and take a DD Mega Doo-Doo.
When that intern got duped over at either KTLA or one of those stations.
The intern duped them, I thought.
It was something like that where they got the We Too Low thing.
Yeah.
And the guy read out the 4 things, something Wong, and holy,
holy F.
And I was like, the guy just kept reading and didn't realize what that sounded like. Usually when you read jokes like that and then you say it out loud, that's when you go, that's the funny joke.
Remember when we used to do it for C-Line when he read the live trivia?
Oh,
names,
yeah.
The top 10 winners.
Oh, man.
Classic pranks. Everyone has fun with them.
I love when the anchor does it, though, and it's like Will Ferrell in Anchorman afterwards. Shuffling the papers. Great job, everybody. Fantastic broadcast.
Gump. I know you're about to look it up.
Oh, God. All right. We have to move over to some... I teased this thing that happened with a Spirit flight. So let's go to this because this is unbelievable. They say a Spirit Airlines flight was riddled with bullets while landing in Haiti.
Whoa.
Okay.
Which obviously is a very frightening thing.
So weird welcoming. Hawaii is so much different.
Now, here's what we know. We know Haiti is in the midst of basically like a civil war. It's chaos there. They don't have any solid leadership. There's a guy named Barbecue or something who's been running the place.
DD Mega Doo-Doo, or did you just do that?
No, I don't. I think his name is Barbecue, legitimately. And now this is serious because somebody was actually wounded in this. It says, oh, my God, look, you see the bullet holes inside the plane and the overhead bins. Actual bullets came through the flight here. Pretty crazy. A Spirit Airlines plane was raked with gunfire and hit multiple times as it was trying to land in Haiti on Monday, leaving at least one flight attendant wounded. The ordeal unfolded at the Toussaint Louverture International Airport. Sorry if I butchered that, in Port-au-Prince. They said the flight attendant was grazed by a bullet when the gunfire erupted. You could just see bullet holes right through this.
Were they on the tarmac?
I think so. Yeah, there's multiple bullet holes could be seen in overhead bins. The incident unfolded just 2 weeks after the airline temporarily suspended its flight to Haiti's capital after gang members opened fire and struck a United Nations helicopter flying nearby.
Wait, it said it had to be diverted, so that makes it sound like it was in the air.
Was it? It might have been. Hold on. Let's see. The plane, which was en route from Fort Lauderdale, had to be diverted to an airport in the Dominican Republic. So I guess they must have shot at it while it was flying, if that's the case.
Good God.
That's going to shut down all commercial travel to Haiti.
And all those passengers are going to get 2 drink vouchers that they have to use by the end of December 2024.
Man, That's got to be so scary to live through something like that. It's pretty wild. Okay, let's go over to you. A couple of your dispatches coming through. tips@thenewsjunkie.com. And this one says, good day, everybody. I'm catching up on Friday's podcast. And Sean, I wanted you to know how to defend yourself against a machete attack. And I think I can give some advice. I practiced martial arts for 10 years and taught it for 5 years. I also attended multiple seminars with masters of karate from Japan and total badasses from Israel that specialize
in the masters of karate
to hand combat. The masters of karate, as I said, are from a little place called
Japan.
Man, took me a little while.
Pretty sure I heard Angel do that the other day.
It may seem obvious, but if you do come into a situation like that, it's best to avoid it or run away. Note taken. But if it's not an option and you are unarmed, if somebody's swinging a machete, you would want to go forward on the downswing, pinning their arm against them, and trip them on the way in.
Oh, that's it?
How am I going to do that? Strike them in a vulnerable spot like the groin, throat, or eyes. Attempt to take the weapon away or start running away at that point. I personally carry a knife with me at all times, and if something were to happen, at least I have something to fight back with. And if all that fails, pocket sand, says Casey.
Pocket
Thank
sand,
you. Pocket sand is when you hit him in the eyes with pocket sand. You got a pocket full of sand at all times, and in a pinch, you take your hand, get it, throw it in your opponent's eyes.
That's a bitch for laundry if you go weeks without having to use the pocket sand.
What's that from? I forgot. It's a movie? It's a movie, but I don't know which movie it is. Pocket sand. I'll look it up. Hang on. Let's see.
Oh.
I'll get this. So we connect the dots.
No pocket sand.
Pocket sand. Pocket sand is when we know what it is. From King of the Hill. That's what it's from. Yeah, Dale Gribble. And King of the Hill was the one who did the pocket sand thing. Not a movie, but a TV show. All right, over to this. Crypto. If you haven't checked on your crypto lately, you might want to.
Dude.
Holy crap. My account balance almost doubled over the weekend alone. Bitcoin is at $86,000 right now. That's almost $10,000 more than 4 p.m. yesterday.
Hey, remember when we talked about it when it was $75 a Bitcoin?
Damn.
Remember that time?
That's a big
For some reason, Dogecoin. I thought that was long gone.
Doge is going up.
Doge is doing really well. How is, though, everyone's wondering, your moon rocket coins?
It's not moon rocket. It's Safe Moon, and it went to the moon. We got really rich off of it, so we don't need to check it. It's fine. Everything's good. We're
you don't
all
know how
set.
to check it, do you?
I don't check. Well, that doesn't exist anymore.
It's completely discontinued.
Yeah, the guys are on trial. They're going to jail. The Safe Moon people are
that's right.
heading to prison sentences. Oh. But I don't even look at the other ones because every time I look, it's nothing. All the stuff that I have. So I don't even bother to take a peek at them usually.
This keeps going the way it's going. I'm going to get myself half a car.
A half a car? Wait and get the whole thing.
I don't know.
Are you going to pick a half of your car to keep and a half to discard and then attach the half of the car that you're going to buy?
Yeah. How did you know that plan?
That's the whole thing.
DD Mega Doo.
Hey, is this right? This says I have more than I thought I had. I don't. Yeah, I totally forgot about this money over here. It's just sitting there.
Don't touch it. Leave it alone.
I guess I'll just keep it right there. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, Dogecoin is up, and then I think I saw a notification that the Shiba Inu that I have is up a little bit
that too.
Makes sense with Elon Musk, right? He likes the Dogecoin.
Is thriving.
Damn it, man. I should have put more money into that stuff. Oh, well, here we are. Let's see. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Clint says, hey, Sean, I'm drawing a blank here. There's a pie that you guys have recommended ordering for the holidays, but for the life of me, I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, remember our pie show we had?
Any help would be appreciated. Thanks, Clint. He's talking about that pie that Moses,
the pie cakin'.
The pie cakin'. That's what it is.
Good.
The pie cakin', which is incredible.
What was that?
If
Pumpkin
you've never
pie?
tried.
Regular cake.
Let me see. Hold on.
Cheesecake? It was so good.
It was very delicious.
Very rich.
The Pie Cake and Bake Shop.
You got a party. I mean, everyone can have one slice and really enjoy themselves.
Pecan pie at the bottom, pumpkin pie in the middle, and spice cake on top, all layered.
Yeah, it's $100 on goldbelly.com. Goldbelly is where if there's restaurants that have extra special items, you can buy them online and get them shipped all over the world. And Goldbelly has the pie cakin', which very, very tasty. Okay, we are going to take a quick break. When we come back, somebody says, why haven't you talked about this? It's a huge story. What story is it? We're going to find out together. And we'll get an update on those monkeys that escaped from the research lab. How are they doing? We'll find out. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
All lanes are blocked due to an accident on Colonial Drive eastbound between Dean Road and Rouse Road. There's an accident on Severin Boulevard between Colonial Drive and Lake Underhill Road, still causing a bit of commotion. Authorities are clearing up an earlier accident here on Pebble Point Way at Simpson Road. Traffic is slowing down through the city there, and there's delays on I-4 before St. John's River Bridge. If you see traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by thenicklygroup.com.
Thinking about selling your home? Well, hold on to your packing tape. The Nickley Group can sell houses faster than you can find that one missing sock. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home from the Nickley Group today. Visit thenicklygroup.com.
Sponsored by the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. Get a guaranteed cash offer on your home at thenicklygroup.com.
Morning. I'm starting my health journey with my new blender. I got 2% cash back on it with the new Cash Rewards Plus card from Navy Federal Credit Union. I get unlimited 2% cash back on these carrots, apples, bananas.
It's 6 in the morning.
Oh, I also got 2% back on these smoothie glasses.
I'm going back to bed.
Oh, yeah. I got 2% back on the mattress. Sleep tight.
You can earn unlimited 2% cash back on all purchases with the new Cash Rewards Plus card. Learn more at NavyFederal.org. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
We've all made questionable decisions in life, like that time that you frosted the tips of your hair. But hiring an attorney shouldn't be. I'm Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt, and we offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee on all injury cases. If you are not completely satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit justcallmo.com.
Men, if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction or PE, Premier Men's Medical Center will get your sex life back in just one visit. Their painless, breakthrough medical treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Premier Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Premier Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments will restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients will have their testosterone checked free. Call 407-337-5569. 407-337-5569. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 407-337-5569.
Thank you for making Mercedes-Benz of South Orlando one of the premier luxury dealerships in Central Florida. We are the official dealer of luxury, providing the ultimate VIP experience at a price you can afford. Call Monica Ventura at 689-319-7680. That's 689-319-7680. We guarantee you will be treated like VIP and nothing less. Across from the mall at Millennia.
Is it a cold, allergies, or could it be a sinus issue? Aspire Allergy and Sinus can help you find out. A recent study has shown that 45% of patients who suffer from allergies also suffer from chronic sinus issues that are often left untreated. So ditch those nasal sprays and over-the-counter meds for good and find a solution that actually works. The specialists at Aspire Allergy and Sinus make it easy by identifying the problem and creating a custom plan to tackle it. Go to aspireallergy.com to schedule your appointment. That's aspireallergy.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now, during our Veterans Day sale, save 40% on the Sleep Number Special Edition smart bed, plus free home delivery with any base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
Attention. If you suffer from consistent pain in your joints caused by arthritis, overuse, or injury, you may be a candidate for a revolutionary therapy that could revitalize damaged tissue. This approach can provide long-lasting relief from pain in your knees, shoulders, hips, and other joints with no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime. To find out if you're a viable candidate, you may request a free consultation from QC Kinetics by calling 689-305-2853. Instead of masking the symptoms, it goes to the root of the problem to resolve it at its source. Already used by thousands of satisfied patients nationwide, this joint pain therapy is available right now to the public, but only for qualified candidates. Again, to find out if you're a viable candidate for this therapy, you may request a free consultation by calling QC Kinetics at 689-305-2853. That's 689-305-2853.
The free iHeart app goes everywhere you do, because it's always on your phone and ready for whatever you're in the mood for. Even better, when you plug your phone into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the app becomes part of the dash with a seamless way to listen to your favorite radio stations, the latest must-hear podcast, or a custom playlist to get you focused. And with the holidays on the horizon, the app makes the perfect shopping companion while you search for the ultimate parking spot.
There it is!
Try Apple CarPlay or Android Auto with the iHeart app today.
iHeartRadio.
Injured? Hire the largest injury firm in the world. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, deposit, DEPOSIT, deposit. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Home of the world-famous Game of Magnets. This is...
What happened to seeing it happen on the show, though not a tough prediction. We had the story about this Spirit Airlines flight that got shot up while flying over Haiti. And I said, that's that. And now we see just moments later, breaking: American Airlines and JetBlue suspend flights to Haiti after Spirit Airlines struck by gunfire. And
yeah, good move for sure.
I don't see how any airline will fly into Haiti commercially until they get control of the situation on the ground. And having people shooting at commercial flights, that is not under control. Having flight attendants getting shot while you fly over this country, it just shows that they are not in control in Haiti. And that's frightening, and tough times ahead for them.
What do you think Spirit does with that plane? Do you just let it sit there for a while? Or you think you'd be a little concerned if you're the pilot that has to fly that thing back, back stateside?
I would be. It's shot up like Swiss cheese unless you can Bondo this thing back. That's not good.
They have that shiny duct tape.
Yeah, they do. They have
the
that
wings.
Airline duct tape might do it for them. All right, real quick, big shout out. Thank you to Bree for gifting 1 sub over on thenewsjunkie.com for Secret Shows, and Nova Doug for gifting 2. Thank you. I appreciate you. Learn more about Secret Shows on thenewsjunkie.com. All right, now we have to get to the monkeys. The monkeys are of importance, and they escaped. 43 of them did, from a research facility in South Carolina. And over the weekend, they were trying to round up these monkeys. But as you might imagine, it's not as easy as it sounds. You got to get the monkeys back in the facility. And honestly, when I watch stories like these, I'm kind of leaning for the monkeys. I'm kind of rooting for the monkeys to be successful. I'm Team Monkey. I am. Because they were at a research facility. I don't know what's going to happen to them there, but it's probably not a good time. I don't equate those things with being good experiences at research facilities. After I heard about the NIH and Fauci and those beagles, I was done. A lot of these places, I think, should be shut down. I think we need to learn things. We need to use science. But, man, we do some messed up stuff. And look up the thing about the beagles, rather, if you're not familiar. The NIH beagle study, what they were doing to those poor animals. And if you're an animal lover, like almost all of you are, you'll say, what the hell are we doing here? Why are we doing this? So I'm kind of rooting a little bit for these monkeys. More than half of them have been rounded up as the Alpha Genesis folks at the lab score a couple of points for themselves. They said a significant number of the remaining primates are still located just a few yards from the property. They keep jumping back and forth over the facility's fence, they said. These are among 43 rhesus macaque primates that left an enclosure at the Alpha Genesis Research Facility on Wednesday. And one left and all the others just followed right behind. And now they're working on trying to trap all of these monkeys at the moment. So good luck, monkeys. Good luck out there. Tipsofthenewsjunkie.com. And Casey emails, says, why haven't you talked about this? This is a huge news story. He continues with, Israeli soccer fans were attacked in Amsterdam. The violence was condemned as anti-Semitic. And I did see this story on Friday. I think it may have started popping up after the show was done. So, we don't do the show on the weekends. We don't have time to update on stuff like that. I did see the story. It's horrendous and terrible. It's not super surprising. There's a lot of people, especially young people in the Netherlands, who are straight up pro-Hamas. Like, these people hate Jews. Oh, my God, do they hate Jews. They will root for Hamas or Hezbollah or the Houthis or whoever to wipe out Jews whenever they possibly can. And this looked like a straight-up pogrom to me. And if you're not familiar with what that is, it's when in different countries they'll just go on a Jew hunt and get out there. They were posting on a couple of social media platforms. Now, there's also some people saying this was about a soccer match, which, of course, it was, but it seemed to turn into something more than that. And it seemed to be a pretty disgusting display. I don't know how you change these folks. I don't know how you win them over. There are people whose brains have been melted by the pro-Hamas propaganda and a lot of stuff that happens in the Middle East or the Near East. And it's not something I can fix, but I hope something happens to remedy the anger that you see in some of these circles. Okay, let's go to you. Let's get some of your opinions on the show. Here's Chi-Town Shu joining us on Veterans Day. Hello?
Good afternoon, junkies. Chi-Town here. It's been a while since I dispatched. Thought I would say hi and wish every veteran out there a happy Veterans Day.
Thank
you. As a Marine myself, I'm enjoying this day off. I hope you all have a great day. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
All right. Thank you, Chi-Town Shu. What's the breakdown on today? Do a lot of people get today off? Do a lot of people have this as a vacation day?
I found out because one of the things I had planned for after the show today, my wife happens to be off work, and so we don't usually have a lot of time to do this, but because we moved, there were some things, some changes made where we ended up having to get some refund checks that were written to both of us. Mm-hmm. And so whenever we get those, we have to go to the bank together to cash them. So our plan was to go to the bank after the show today. I was just going to meet her at the bank, and I was like, yeah, sorry, I got bad news for you.
Oh, damn. That's inconvenient.
So it is a bank holiday, so I would assume that aside from banks, a lot of government jobs have the day off.
Unbelievable.
You get mail today?
They don't give us many days off, folks, just in case you're wondering. They just don't do it around here.
Don't say that.
Yeah. They don't do it.
Yeah, but then, that's all packed into the end of the year.
The what?
The end of the year.
Oh, yeah, of course.
We have the big.
We get a long break. We don't have to hide about this. We got one long break at the end of the year, and then they just hammer the hell out of us on the run-up to that. And I know a lot of you rolling your eyes. It's not even a hard job, Sean. Anybody can do it. And maybe, but probably not. I don't think most of you could. Let's see what we have over here. Insecure Walrus is talking about Trump signs. Hello?
I was once temporarily a federal employee back in the year 2020 during the census. It was actually a pretty nice job going house to house of people who had not returned their census late in the year. But it was also a little risky because, the people that don't return the census, you don't always know who those people are and what they stand for. And sometimes I met resistance. And I figured out if I met resistance and there was a big old Trump sign in the front yard, I could very easily say, well, the president, because he was president at the time, has tasked me with collecting this census information.
Smart.
And sometimes, a lot of the times, it would kind of change their mind about it. So kind of the opposite of whatever they're doing for FEMA, but it's all about the psychology of working with what you have.
That's smart. So you go out there and you go, look, we're sent by President Trump to collect some data just to make America great again. If you could put your John Hancock right here, we'd appreciate it. You got to use what you have. Hey, I hate this idea. Absolutely hate this idea. I will go as far to use a dumb word. I abhor this idea. Here's what's happening, and I think more people are going to do this. You know when you go into, let's say, a Walmart, you could say this for many stores, and in a lot of cities, this is commonplace. You go into the store, and certain stuff is behind lock and key now. Your deodorant, anything expensive, anything with a big price to it, is locked up, and you have to get the one employee that works at the place, drag them over there and say, can you open this up so I can purchase this product?
It was baby formula for a while, I thought.
It was. Yep, baby formula, detergent, I think, in some places. They'll lock up. It's annoying. It's a sign of a failing country, I think, and I don't like it. I hate everything about it. I think it looks dystopian, but I hate even more the solution that's now being rolled out. Here's what they're doing. Walmart says, we've got a way to make it so you can get the things behind lock and key. All you have to do is be a member of Walmart Plus. And with your Walmart Plus subscription, you can use your app to unlock the security cases and take whatever item you need out yourself and then lock it back afterwards because you're a Walmart Plus subscriber.
And we trust you.
Now, we're going to have a two-tiered shopping system. Regular folks will go in, and you have to ask everybody for all the stuff that's behind lock and key because of the losers who steal all this stuff. And the other people who get suckered into paying the monthly fee for Plus or whatever it is, those people get to hit the app and unlock their stuff so they don't have to get anybody's help to get these items.
I'm a formula genie.
That's a little screwy to me, but very convenient.
Walmart really tries to push people towards that app. Like, I don't go to Walmart often. I think my wife goes there more than I do. Mm-hmm. But there's been some occasions where I've gone just to pick up one thing and forgot my wallet, and they don't do the phone tap. You can't pay with your phone by just doing the tapping, even though I know the equipment they have is compatible. It's just turned off.
Did you say that to them?
Because they want, no, because this was a self-checkout.
Can't be that guy.
And they want, also the cashier's not going to be able to turn that back on. Like, here, let me fix that for you. Bloop. They want you to get on the app and pay through the app and scan the QR code. It's just so annoying, and it doesn't make sense.
Well, do the cashiers that are still working there realize they're ushering in their future demise? That's what's happening.
I would have to imagine.
The Target employee comes over and goes, can you please use self-checkout here? And by the way, if you just scan with the QR code, you don't have to put your credit card in. You can pay right through the app. Blah, blah, blah. All these things, that is the thing that is going to get rid of your job. That is the thing that's going to make it so nobody works up there. Are they
supposed to refuse to do it?
No, of course they're not. They're in a screwed situation. That absolutely sucks. You're kind of just waiting until they go, we don't need you anymore. All right, when we come back, final dispatches. It's happening. Stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Monday. Plus, a photographer found bloodied in the Bronx, covered with blood. What did he do? Well, it involved a kettlebell, and you're going to hear about it because it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is the Jim Colbert Show.
Today on The Big Show, we'll celebrate Veterans Day. Plus, we'll talk about creepy old guys at EDC. In the 4 o'clock hour, we'll talk sports with Brandon Kravitz. For trivia, it's tickets to Trans-Siberian Orchestra or the Central Florida Auto Show. We'll talk to our friend, attorney Ray Trenley from TK Law, plus your calls, texts, and talkbacks.
The Jim Colbert Show, today at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air. Happy Monday, Central Florida. I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a look at your forecast. And for our Veterans Day, we are going to be expecting warm temperatures and overall mostly dry conditions. Plan for a high of 86 degrees today in Orlando with about a 20% chance of a stray shower or two. We'll be expecting temperatures to tumble with mostly dry conditions expected throughout the week. Highs back in the low 80s as early as Wednesday. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by USPS Ground Advantage. Simple, affordable, reliable.
Every business faces challenges, but shipping shouldn't be one of them. Turn shipping to your advantage with USPS Ground Advantage from the United States Postal Service. Learn how at USPS.com/advantage. USPS Ground Advantage. Simple, affordable, reliable.
Hi, folks. Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer. Many of you are hurting after the hurricanes. These storms cause so much pain. And if you have property damage, there's two things I need you to know. First, we already have scam artists out there making all kinds of promises to homeowners if you just sign a few forms. Don't sign anything. Don't let anyone going door to door scam you into signing anything. Second, if you have hurricane damage and you haven't contacted your insurance company, please do that now. My job is to help you hold people accountable, including insurance companies, contractors, or anyone else. Call 877-MY-FLCFO. That's 877-693-5236, or go to preparefl.com with questions or to report abuse. This is a public service announcement from Jimmy Petronas, Florida's Chief Financial Officer.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Good news, commercial and SBA loan rates are falling too. Get a quote to refinance your business loan today at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
With that mortgage guy, Don.com.
Hey, Central Florida, if you want a nicer, newer car, get ready. My prices are dropping. RC Hill here. It's autumn, and I want to help you rake in some savings. At RC Hill Mitsubishi, we're focused on affordability. My finance specialists hustle hard to help you find a low rate and a monthly payment that fits your budget. That's what my Perfect Payment program is all about. Save huge on a new 2024 Mitsubishi with a lifetime warranty and 2 years of free factory maintenance. Or check out over 200 certified used cars, SUVs, and sports cars. Plus, at RC Hill, you get your price and payment in 15 minutes. So if you hate your current ride, leave it behind. And I'll take it even if it's rusted or busted. And I'll give you way over trade value. But hurry, don't leave me hanging. A deal this good won't last long. I'm RC Hill. I'm your car dealer next door. RC Hill Mitsubishi and Used Car Superstore. Visit me at rchill.com. That's rchill.com. And if you need to sell your car today, visit rchillbuyscars.com. We pay you on the spot.
Credit requires bank approval. Negative equity may be refinanced.
Seminole Hard Rock Tampa is excited to bring you live craps, roulette, and sports betting. All under one roof, hotter than the Florida sun. Feel the luck of the dice, watch the roulette wheel spin, and scream for your touchdown as the big screen comes alive. Dine like a rock star, sip cocktails that shimmer, then dive into the heart of Las Vegas right here in Tampa Bay. Live craps, roulette, sports betting is here. Get in on the action now. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tampa, located off of I-4 near I-75. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-10-MINUTE.
We all think about buying a house instead of renting, right? But did you ever realize you're renting your electricity every single month? Yep, overpaying the power company and watching prices rise every year. This year alone, prices have jumped over 10%. Isn't it time you own your own power with Solar Source? I started with my pool heater going solar, and now I'm thrilled with Solar Source's pay-as-you-go system where I can save each month starting at only $99. Now, Solar Source isn't new to this game. They've been in business for nearly 40 years with the same phone number since 1984 and over 60,000 installations right here in Central Florida. They are the company I trust. Are you ready to stop renting your electricity? Switch to Solar Source today and start owning your own power. Switch to Solar Source today by going to solarsource.com/monster. Honestly, going Solar Source has been the best thing we've done all year. I absolutely love the company, and you save more money when you tell them you know Russ Rollins. That's solarsource.com/monsters.
Get up to 50% off New South Windows and Doors. Visit our showroom on November 16th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. for 40% off. Want that extra 10% off? Show your U.S. military ID or bring a Toys for Tots donation. Visit newsouthwindow.com/50 for details.
Prescription products require completion of an online consultation with an independent healthcare provider and are only available if prescribed. Subscription required. Additional restrictions apply. See website for more details and safety information.
Is Cialis Daily really better than Viagra?
If you like spontaneity, the answer is yes. So when the mood strikes, you're ready to go.
I felt like a young man again. My wife is definitely much happier.
When you take it, you're ready to go.
Does Cialis Daily last longer than Viagra?
Guys are raving that their results last even longer.
My partner thinks that I am a rock star.
Because it is effective, I say I'm on a second honeymoon.
It's literally life-changing.
Are 30-day sample packs available?
You can now access a 30-day sample pack at TryRexMD.com with generics at just $1 per tablet, if appropriate. Online approval at TryRexMD.com is simple, with medication delivered direct to your door. There's no copay, no doctor office visit, and your shipping is always free. Visit TryRexMD.com to get your sample pack. That's TryRexMD.com.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now, during our Veterans Day sale, save 40% on the Sleep Number Special Edition Smart Bed, plus free home delivery with any base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
The free iHeart app goes everywhere you do. Even better, when you plug your phone into Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, the app becomes part of the dash with a seamless way to listen to your favorite radio stations, the latest must-hear podcast, or a custom playlist to get you focused. Try Apple CarPlay or Android Auto with the iHeart app today.
Driving high will get you more than a DUI, like higher insurance rates, legal troubles, loss of your license, and potentially your life. Don't risk it. Stay alert, stay alive. Don't drive high. A safety message from the Florida Department of Transportation.
Home of the world famous game of magnets. This is the
the cut, and today I learned to wrap everything up for a Monday. That is a lot in a short amount of time, friends.
Really packed it in there, huh?
So here we go. On the way out, I got this clip. Here's LeBron James talking after a victory here.
What was that moment with the fans to get that final rebound? Speaking of rebounds,
so he went over and talked to some fans before the end of the game.
Stretch and you point at him.
Boy, yeah, he definitely yelled at me, got my attention. Said, one more rebound. I was like, what? He was like, one more. So I got one more, and I pointed at him to acknowledge that I was listening. So I appreciate it to that guy.
So they said some guy had a bet on LeBron James for a parlay, and he told him he needed one more rebound. And the guy's like, just one more rebound. And LeBron went out there and got one more rebound to help the guy win his bets.
I wonder if they found out who that guy was. Like, is there any terms and conditions of the gambling website or place where he bet
I don't know.
That would be like that was tampering with the thing?
I don't know. I did see some people pearl clutching and saying, oh, how could he do this? This is embracing sports gambling. Come on, get out of here. He's having fun with one of the fans.
It should be embracing sports gambling.
No final dispatches today. We will do the stories that didn't make the cut, though, brought to you by Cento Family Moving and Storage.
From packing to delivery, they're the best. Fully licensed and insured, they will provide you a seamless moving experience. They get it done right, and they get it done fast. CentoFamilyMoving.com is where you get your quote. Forget the stress. Move with the best. CENTO Moving.com.
Benjamin Lazovsky, 41 years old, a famed celebrity photographer who was found naked and bloodied in the Bronx after murdering a woman with a kettlebell. This guy had such a bad drug habit. He was in all these violent incidents as of late, and he killed this poor woman, unfortunately for her. Okay, everything else is going to have to be held over. Here we go. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
Today I Learned for a Friday, November 8th, 2024.
All right. Happy weekend, everybody.
Oh, this is not updated. For a Monday, November 11th, 2024. Got to fix that for next time. Today I learned I have to skip to the last one, actually.
All right. Happy Friday.
Out of time.
That would be cool if it was.
I'm not skipping to the end of the week, just skipping to the end of the Today I Learned for today. And today I learned this song right here. Too Late to Turn Back Now is the song. I never would have got the band. Cornelius Brothers and Sister Rose. This song was the biggest hit ever in Canada. It wouldn't fall off the charts for the Canadians. They were big into this up in Canada. And it hit number 1 on the charts. In the United States, it didn't even get into the top 3. What a shame. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We do appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Miss any of the show? Get the podcast.